Just figured he.
Okay, let's go live on this shit. It is 7 o'clock and time to play some Secrets of Cats. Just saying hello to the stream before I talk to anybody in the actual Discord. Kathy's talking to them right now. She can keep them entertained. Thank you for joining the stream. Yeah. I believe this is probably going to be the big finale for the Secrets of Cats, and then we are going to go to do Dungeons and Dragons, probably starting next week. Exciting. We'll see what happens.
Arcus.
I'm in the middle of introing the stream, but okay, what's up?
Link doesn't work.
What link? What link are we talking about?
Doesn't work. Foundry.
The link does not work for Foundry. Weird. Okay.
Sorry, I entered.
No worries, no worries.
Done it.
Give me 1 second here. Thursdays. Is that why no one's in there? Jump to this. Edit. Oh, it is indeed a different number. All right, they can.
That's why.
Y'all motherfuckers can try it now.
Hey.
I heard you stopped to hack the Gibson while we were.
I did stop to hack the Gibson.
Is it in private chat? Where'd you throw the link this time? Or is it
I
just
was,
the same one up?
It's the pin.
The pinned link. It's the pinned link. No worries. Yeah, I was busy playing war games online. That's right.
There we go. It's working now.
Hack the planet. There we go. All right, and I do believe everyone is here.
Yep, just logging in.
Yeah, I have everyone's here.
Slow. You sure this link is working?
Yeah, it's working. It's just loading.
Yeah, sorry. It's once I realized what needed to be done, I gave like a quick refresh and stuff. So everything's just sort of getting back up and running. It should load. Should load for you now.
We're all trying to log in at once too, so it's gonna.
Yeah.
Dogpiling.
Yeah, normally you're like trickling in, but yeah, there's like what, 6 of you? Well, I guess 5 of you trying to log in at once. Oh, I see. Oh, I see.
All right, I'm like 50% loaded now. It's going like chugga.
Taking a hot second.
Oh yeah.
Well, I'm here.
Quick. BG. Residual rows. You're all in.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah, we're good now.
Here, apparently it's really hating on the loud noises today.
It's just spinning.
Let me get rid of this
screen.
Noida thing.
I'm seeing color, at least.
Oh, I'm on the wrong. There we go. There we go. Make sure everyone is getting in here and fully loaded. I believe we've got. Looks like everyone is here.
I have to remember to not go to the bio on my character sheet.
I'm sorry, I forgot to get you a new character sheet, but I mean, it's probably the final session today, so whatever.
I was just gonna say last day, fuck it.
And it was a short campaign anyways.
Yeah.
Whereas the D&D campaign will start after this is going to be a little bit longer. Get some time to really develop our characters. I don't know if it's going to be one of those like we're going for years, boys. But it's going to be longer.
I mean, I'm definitely very excited to play in that one after I see that you posted the 13 puzzle or 15
puzzle, yeah.
15 puzzle picture again. It's like, ooh, who's that?
I've been wanting to do that for a while. I originally didn't do it because I wasn't sure what I wanted to do, and then Shadowhawk started running the Sharn game, and I was like, oh, well, I'm not going to do something similar or whatever. But then the Sharn game's not happening right now, so I'm like, all right, I'm bringing out 15 puzzle. So there's going to be that like mixture of like noir and like Victorian age type stuff going on, because I mean, if you really look at the Eberron setting, it has a noir feeling to it, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
I
I
mean,
mean,
very well with that kind of, noir thing.
Yeah, exactly. So I think 15 puzzle is going to finally happen. which ought to be interesting. And for those wondering what 15 puzzle mean, that's actually old Victorian slang to basically mean complete and utter chaos. Believe it or not.
Mining sign?
And there's only
What-
one
your-
rule.
What's that?
Only one rule. Everybody has to wear a corset.
A corset, yeah. Oh, you
We already-
probably don't have me muted, so you're probably hearing yourself through both microphones right now.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Here, 1 second. Let me fix that.
Yeah, and on the corset part, I was just telling you how I'm doing the Monty Python Lumberjacks, so no problem there.
But yeah, that name is with this party. That's pretty apt then.
Okay. Now you shouldn't hear yourself. Yeah. Well, I know. I already had you muted.
You guys can still.
Yes, we can.
And I'm, for the next campaign, going to do kind of what I just did for the new Sunday campaign. And there's, on the stream, there's going to be little pictures of all of you, of all of your characters and stuff that light up when you talk instead of just like your names or whatever. Because on Sunday, that's what I have. It's like little like cutout pictures of each character and then with like the person's name underneath and stuff.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
And where we have the rotating pictures on Sunday, I have like miniature character sheets that just have like the basic stats, and that like rotates through and stuff. So I thought that's like nice touches for the stream. Kind of makes it look nice.
Yeah, that's cool.
All things considering. All right. So we got the full crew here, or at least our regulars. And we are ready to continue on. So let's do a little bit of a recap on what was going on. We're actually going to stop the music here for a second, and we're going to get into this. So, been a couple of weeks, as we did have to. Well, it's been a little while. It's been sort of intermittent as we've missed a couple of weeks here and there and stuff like that. So let's recap everything as we're going along. Let's recap everything that's happened, and we'll sort of catch up. So, The Secrets of Cats originally started out with everyone in their own individual places, whether they're starting in the big city like Toronto or in rural, was it Ohio Farm? I forget which farm. Ohio Farm, or, you know, from various places, including even jolly old England, I do believe. And with this, they were all summoned to the Catachan. They were all summoned to the Great Council of Cats, the grand poobahs that lead the cats all throughout the world in their protection of the burdens. And they were brought, well, they had to bring themselves to the Catachan after they each individually received the message to show up. They did through one means or another after a couple of small snafus getting there and such as quick segues into Afghanistan, for example. Which would be a very different thing happening right now. Well, maybe not very different, but a little more extreme. And as such, they finally got there. You had your little meeting, discovering you were part of some sort of prophecy of some kind, and you were actually there to deal with some sort of corruption within the Parliament of Cats. They did not like the sound of this, but it was at this moment that you had discovered there was more corruption than you thought, and indeed the cats themselves began to twist and change, and from the floor, rising after this strange ceremony, a eldritch being of crystal and tentacles and strange energies arose and destroying the Catachan and the Vatican above. You cats barely escaping with your lives. It was after that that you, through a couple of small adventures, dealing with local mob bosses and information from other sort of gang cats and a few other small things in little tussle in the sewers, stuff like this, you eventually make it to the... okay, Residual Rose, you got to do something with your mic. You gotta stop. You're like queuing up pretty consistently. You eventually make it to the junkyard, where you heard that there was going to be something special, some special person going on within the junkyard itself. A prophet, some sort of seer was originally why you went there. The seer, the lost one as it was, after fighting an eldritch entity there, which was proving to be difficult, but you did manage to do it. Although you were being an immortal eldritch entity, you weren't sure if you could actually be rid of it once and for all. A new voice rung out and dispatched it away from you. The seer introduced this as the great chosen one, Lord Scrapjack. Lord Scrapjack, of course, introduced himself, going, "Hi, everybody," as he is the one that will be the savior of the planet and cat kind, and subsequently the burdens. That is where it sort of brings us today, as after a bit of travel time, you guys were flying to Scotland, because after gaining this prophesied chosen one cat, you realize that the channeled focus, the area that you need to deal with, is on a place within the Scotland Hebridean Islands, a couple of tiny little islands in the middle of nowhere, and you know that this is going to be like the nexus point, or some sort of ritual or something is going to go on there. You're not entirely sure on the details, as you're running on a lot of second, third, 17th hand information and such. So this is where it brings us. We were getting everyone into Scotland, and everyone had boarded a ship after you had actually gotten to the country. You were on the ship heading to the Hebridean Islands. So before we pick it up tonight, before we get into everything, I do know that we were all on the ship getting ready to go. Some of you had your burdens, but I do want to ask, as far as things like the burdens are concerned, for those that do have them in the area and stuff, if you've brought them with you, you've had time to reconnect with them and such like this, are you bringing them with you on the ship in case you need them for some reason? You know that there's some sort of tie that has to do with your power, or are you going to leave them behind as a just in case scenario?
So I assume my burdens are still on the boat because they want to see this cat show.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I mean, they're here for the cat show. I mean, that makes sense. They know the cat show's out there somewhere. Okay.
Remember, yeah, like in this case, Shoehorn won first prize at some Italian regional offering. So
that just makes sense.
They're expecting, big results here from Shoehorn.
Your burden always hoping to see the queen at the cat show. Right.
That was the best part.
Because if anyone's going to be at a small cat show in the UK, it's going to be the queen herself.
Without her corgis.
Without her corgis. Oh my. You ask a lot, lady. Okay.
They were cats dressed as dogs the whole time.
I mean, we got Cthulhian horrors leaking into this world. Crazier things have happened.
Okay. So it's sounding so far as I'm talking to people that for those of you that do have your burdens around, it kind of sounds like it makes sense that they'd be going with the group, which, yeah, I'm good with that. Let's go along with that. So with this, did I preload the scene? I did. I was smart. So with this, we are on a decent sized ship, all things considering, that is heading out into the open waters. That is, it's taking a little bit of a roundabout thing because it's one of those like tour, like almost like mini cruise tour vessels that sort of like goes through the area and whatnot. So, it can take like many hours before it's going to head in the general direction that you want to go in. There's a small but open buffet on the ship. There's plenty of other humans. They're looking at you guys a little strangely due to the fact that none of the other burdens brought any animals with them. You guys are literally the only animals on this boat. But nevertheless, you are stored probably down within some private quarters to the side. The burdens were convinced that they didn't really want you milling about the ship knowingly, at least. So you were asked to be put away. And as a result, you are stored, well, those of you that weren't in here incognito, of course, you are stored down below. For those of you incognito, I'm assuming you just sort of snuck upon the ship. You've proved to me several times you can do so, so we won't go through that again.
Yeah. Don Julio is probably hiding under the table in the dining room, just like when no burdens are looking, swiping like meats and like shrimps and stuff from the table.
Okay, all right. So let's get and those of you that are in cages or like basically stored away, you'll know how to break out. That's not a problem. You are much smarter than your burdens think you are. That's not an issue. So I would like to know, through the course of this voyage, where we think we're going to see everybody. Now, Don Julio, you said you're like under the buffet tables?
Yeah, he's probably like, he's got his own like little setup at this point. He might have like stolen like a pillow or something from one of the rooms, so he's got a cushy spot to sit. And he's like got like this little stockpile of different foods and snacks that he's been swiping from the table. Like a little meal. Okay, all right. We're gonna put Don Julio in the bow of the upper deck, because that the upper deck is sort of where the main buffet table thing is right now. It's not like on the top deck area, but just the upper deck. Just like there's like two main floors basically. Then there's like the lower floor, and then there's like the very top of the boat. Fitz, where in the boat do you think you'd be? Okay.
Going to be
the main deck place of the boat. Oh, on the front of the boat.
There's a.
Oh, sorry, on the balcony bit, on the stern. Okay, yeah. Yes, indeed. Yeah, there's a little balcony area at the back of the main deck. That's sort of attached to. They have like other like small boats just for like little tours and stuff to go around and you said you got Lord Scrapjack. Yeah. Okay, all right, makes sense. Grigori, where on the ship would you like to be?
Just in case unfortunate stuff goes down, I'm going to be up near the bridge. I want to protect the people that drive the boat in case bad things happen. Near the bridge, okay.
Yeah, not a problem. So, Grigori, you're going to be up milling around the top deck bow. What is where the bridge is located? Okay, Samwise, let's see you next.
I will probably be patrolling around for being one of the most stealthiest members here. Just patrolling around the boat, looking for different things, rats if there's any. But,
okay.
Also keeping my preternatural senses open right now.
Okay, so you're just patrolling around. So what we're gonna do?
I was just about to say roll a die.
Yeah, it's easier that way. So you're checking out the lower bits because no one's really traveled down there. So you're just like down below at the bow. That's more like the storage area and stuff at the moment. I'm assuming the stern would be more where like the engine room and stuff is. So you're down below at the moment for no particular reason. No reason. Anywho, Shoehorn.
Well, I'm probably hanging out in whatever cabins the burdens have, making sure to get lots of cuddles and daily brushes to make sure my coat is nice and shiny for this upcoming show.
Okay, well,
I'm getting pampered.
You're gonna get pampered. Okay.
The closest thing to the spa this place has is probably where I'm spending my time.
Okay, all right. So not in the cabins necessarily, but more in like. I mean, it's not like a big cruise line or anything, but they do have like a lounge area and stuff like this.
Wherever the burdens have like the opportunity to just really spoil me.
Okay, so I'm gonna say upper deck stern then. And Zeke.
Well, Zeke's still pretty hurt. He's got like large burns across his side. He's looking for the medical area where he's seen his burdens use these white wraps to like heal themselves.
Okay, medical. All right. So, there's, I mean, it's not like they have like an actual like infirmary type thing. Like it is a small boat, but there's a small medical station that you can recognize. It's basically a closet that stores medical supplies and has like one of those, has like, well, a padded bench thing that someone could, I mean, a burden could lie down if they curled up a little bit type of thing. We're gonna say that's on the main deck bow, because main deck makes sense, and then it's yeah, bow near the front.
Okay, good, because like Zeke can't read, so he's just going off how things look.
You recognize the big red plus sign.
Oh, okay.
You've seen plenty of farm accidents happen, and they always pull out boxes with these big red plus signs on them whenever they get hurt. And you know that there's like some of those comfort clothing things they put on when someone's hurt and stuff like that.
Yeah, and the large vehicle that came and helped one of his burdens when they had a heart attack in the field had the big plus sign on it.
Oh no. Is that Superman's dad? Yeah, unbeknownst, we're actually in the DC universe, and you were Superman's cat. No. All right. So I think we are pretty good here. Not that I wanted this for any particular reason.
No.
Hours have been going by. Some of you are getting pampered. Some of you are getting food. Some of you are being paranoid and scouting around. And we do have 2 people with preternatural awareness. However, Samwise was actively paying attention, actively scouting the ship with it. So we're gonna deal with Samwise first. Samwise, you are carefully scouting around the ship. I would like you to make a careful roll for me with your bonus from preternatural awareness, please. Oh.
Oh no.
That's going to be...
Oh, -2. Okay. Oh, and I should have given you a target number. Not that it matters.
+2 says 0. Yeah, with the +2 from preternatural awareness, I am going to put out since I'm sneaking around and stuff while doing this, a spooky supernatural shadowy Scottish paper for 1 feet.
Sorry, I didn't quite hear that. And you're trying to reach about a 2, by the way.
Yeah. And every time I invoke something, how much is that? Is it +1 or +2?
It's a +2 to the roll whenever you invoke something.
Okay. So I'm at 0 right now. So I will invoke...
No, +1 to the roll, sir. Oh, wait. Yeah, +2. What am I saying? I'm having a day of it.
So I'm going to invoke spooky supernatural shadowy Scottish shaper.
Okay.
As an aspect.
Okay.
As am being spooky, shadowy, and it's supernatural. So invoking fate point.
All right.
I have over the top left over from last time.
There you go. All right. So you spend a fate point, and because you're super spooky, supernatural shadow thing, you are able to. Well, you'll see, but you get a benefit out of that. You will see. Grigori, I am going to. You were paying attention more to just the bridge area, you said, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
I'm also going to ask you to make a careful roll for me. Once again, getting a bonus, your bonus from preternatural awareness.
Yeah.
Oh my. Okay.
Fuck, dude.
+2.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So you are not only going to be good, but we're going to give you a free aspect. So we're going to label this. Oops. So tag, it's going to be a boost. You're going to get 1 free invoke on it. I'll label this green because it's good shit. Green for good shit. And boost. I can do Grigori. It's only for Grigori. Watchful. Okay, so I have added a boost for Grigori called the Watchful Eye. You get one free thing out of it. Because you are also super prepared, actually. All right. And with this, we are ready. Let's see here.
Meow.
Oh. What? Is Boblin here now as well?
Meow.
Okay, I thought you weren't coming tonight. All right, let's see
I
here.
replied with, give me 5 minutes. I walked in the door and was like, you know what? Screw it.
All right. Yeah. Let me just balance a few things here. So Boblin, without re-explaining what's going on, where on the ship would you like to be?
I'm hanging out with Shoehorn.
You're hanging out with Shoehorn? Let's see. Okay. All right.
You're making
good.
a good idea. I'm gonna keep you warm.
All right. I like it. Let me edit.
I may have to adopt Shoehorn.
Sometimes I feel that you needed a coat.
Okay, and with this, we're going to kill the music here for a second, and we're gonna get into this because as you're taking the boat, it is a fairly normal Scottish day, so overcast, rainy, a little miserable. When it gets to be more than Scottish, it is. Now, you guys, when you were playing before, it was, when did we say it was, we were playing time of year? It was like late summer, wasn't it? I believe we had said before. Yeah, okay. You're going along, and out of the blue, a lot of the burdens begin to react in a strange way. Now, I think the only person that's not going to see this right away is Samwise because of where you are. But everyone else looking outside, looking around, notices it's snowing. It begins with slow, fat flakes just drifting down lazily, just a couple of them. And that's weird. It's not normally the type of year that it should be snowing. And then it gets harder. And the wind picks up and the snow begins to come in at more of an angle. And next thing you know, it's positively Soviet outside. It is blizzardly. It is the temperature just absolutely plummets, and it is windy as all anything as well. And there's a little bit of a panic going on from amongst the burdens. What we're gonna do, switch myself over to combat music. Not that I'm saying that combat's happening. And we're gonna bring some shit out. How hard were these things again? Okay.
Oh, crap.
And no, they're coming up from down below. And okay. And we'll deal with you after. How hard were you?
I don't know if you want to ask that, although this isn't Sunday's game.
Okay. All right. And let's change his name so I can tell. Fuck it. Let's add everything to combat. Unfortunately, being fate, there's no auto roll for our initiatives. But, however, so I'm going to do this. I am going to say that Grigori is going to be the first to react, because that just makes sense with what he rolled. We're starting this big. With the second being Samwise. I'll bring you to 99 luft balloons. Now I am, let's see here, the rest of you are all just kind of doing your own thing, getting pampered, stuff like that. Zeke's getting busy bandaging himself up. So
I imagine Zeke found one of those tubes of ointment, pushed it out on top of like the pad that they lay on, and just kind of rolled in it.
Aww, so you're like kind of sticky now.
Yeah, all greasy and sticky.
So I'm gonna say that some of them are going first. We can say you, and one of these. Oh, I changed your names instead of your initiative. Ah, suck. Yeah, I should really change your names back. So this is Samwise. The only complaint I have with Fate is there's no like auto way to easily do the initiative. So Samwise, you were 99. Oop. And you 98. Oop.
I hope you don't mind, Ked. I added myself a mild consequence.
Sure. You want to add yourself a consequence? I'm not going to stop you. What was the consequence that you gave yourself?
Kind of sticky.
Kind of sticky. Sure.
It's appropriate.
I'll give that. I'll give that. And we'll say one of these. 6. Okay. So let's see here. Which one of you would be the next to react? I'm thinking probably Fitz and Lord Scrapjack, because they weren't as like they weren't being pampered or looking at food or anything like that. Everyone think that's a good idea?
Yep.
Why?
Makes sense.
Yep.
Started roughly letters, jacket,
Okay.
maybe stickers. Doing this, jump up, look out, and it's pretty hard. That's my good. And maybe
Okay, all right. We're getting everything set up right now. So your burden is going through trying to find some warm clothes, and you're wondering about scouting to see what else is up with everybody else. We will get to that in just a moment.
It's almost guaranteed that Don Julio is going to be going close to last. He's from Toronto. Snow's not going to phase him too much right away. In fact, he's probably going to be more comfortable than he's been this entire trip.
Oh, okay. So we're gonna put Shoehorn in front of you.
Yeah, he's probably
All he
getting more
needs-
complacent because it's like home.
Yeah.
All
Oh,
he needs
it's
is some
snowing?
double
Cool.
and some Timbits.
Is it Christmas already?
88. I'm gonna say Zeke, you'd probably be next. Vicious something or other. Good enough. Skip word things, I don't care. And then Boblin, you are dozing off like the old man you are. We're putting you last. Okay, all right. So, starting off, Grigori, you are the first to react. It is snowing. It is strangely windy. The waves have picked right up. There's a good chop going on as far as the boat's concerned. People upon the bridge, like the main door to the bridge is open and stuff. And you can definitely see that they're not panicking per se, but they're weirded out. It's not like they've never sailed in snow before, but not this time of year. Not so suddenly either. And it's also at that moment that your preternatural awareness kicks on, and maybe not directly where you are, but you get a sniff to the air, and there's something not right aboard the ship. There's something that is not natural, and it has that same eldritch feeling and almost like sticky smell to it that the eldritch beings have whenever you've been in their presence.
Okay. I'm going to look around a little bit more, see if I could find one, maybe check out the other end of the top deck. But while doing so, because I'm sensing their evil and this weird change in weather that everybody might not have seen, as a warning sign, I will belt out the clarion call of my people and very, very loudly meow.
Love it. Okay. You should be able to move yourself if you wanna move to like the stern.
Yeah, I'm gonna check the rest of the top deck here, see what's to be seen. But yeah, head over to the stern.
Okay. And I am allowing so the way I'm working the movement is I am allowing you to move one area and like still make an action. Fate's kind of limiting sometimes normally in that. I think it's kind of stupid. So I allow moving in one area and you can still have an action of some kind. You are giving out your call to people or to the other cats and whatnot as a type of warning. So I'm assuming you want to create sort of like an advantage?
Yeah, I'll create an advantage.
All right. And what would you think would be the role for this? Clever or careful, I'd say probably. Or flashy. Actually, flashy. I like flashy. What do you think?
Yeah, I was pretty being like loud and, you know.
Okay, I would like you to make a flashy roll for me, please. Fairly easy. It's a fairly quiet out here, so we're only looking for like a 1.
Nice.
There you go. Okay, we can definitely create an advantage. Advantage. Green. And what do you think would be a good name for this advantage? Just warned or something?
On the prowl.
On the prowl. Sure. There we go. On the prowl. Okay. And then that doesn't have any free boosts to it, but it is enough that people are have another thing that they can use if they want to use it. All right, moving on. Let me move my coffee cup so I can see. Samwise.
Hello. There we go. Okay. So is my preternatural awareness going off, or?
Oh yes, sorry, and to describe it to you as well. My bad. Maybe I should GM this shit. You are.
It'd be nice.
It'd be nice, you mother. Okay, you're in the bowels of the ship. You're in. It's more of like the storage, luggage. They store a lot of other things here as well as some of the food before it's prepared, and some of the people's luggage, things like this. It's a lot of just the storage area, and I mean. You don't really see much of the snow or anything. You do notice the chop of the vessel all of a sudden. And also your preternatural awareness goes off, and what you're smelling, not that you have a reference to this, but what you're smelling is a lot stronger than what Grigori was smelling. And because you made your check with your preternatural awareness before, you're not surprised or anything. So we're going to bring up a vicious rat and an eldritch kitten swarm.
Oh, lovely.
So you're visible and you're visible. So eldritch kitten swarm. I think, can I show the picture? There's the eldritch kitten swarm. And then you've seen the big rats before.
That's fantastic. Yeah, I was hoping for a big picture of the eldritch kitten swarm, so that makes me happy.
Adorable nightmare fuel.
So what happens is there's this like thump, 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 and all of a sudden one of the boxes explodes, and this things of kittens, like this swarm, like it's almost like a giant ooze but made of kittens, pours out of the crate. There was another person down here just sort of battening things down, and like it's someone that works on the ship, and it just swarms over him. You see like him instantly being scratched and eaten to the point where as it moves on, there's just a skeleton left over and little nuggets of poop.
All right.
Yeah, it's
Definitely picturing the scarabs in the mummy.
yeah, like that.
All right,
The kittens.
well, Samwise is going to arch his back up really high. Tail, or what's left of it, the bob, straight up as well.
Yeah.
And he's going to hiss out a warning. Oi, come get some! And, which of course sounds like really loudly. So yeah, I'm going to, then suddenly relax and drop into a pool of shadow as I go into shadow form to get ready to battle the Eldritch Enemy.
Okay. All right, and they're all corporeal, but you do sense that they have that dual-natured presence. Sorry, the rat does not, but the kitten swarm has that like dual-natured presence, like a lot of the eldritch entities do.
Yep.
The rat seems to have just sort of a taint of the eldritch about itself, but it's still very much just a corporeal entity.
I mean, it's a rat. That's bad enough.
Yeah. All right, and then so it's a roll, a shaping roll. I'm gonna say probably quick because you're just trying to snap into it as soon as they popped up. That's more than enough because you have like a bonus on top of that.
2.
Yeah, so more than enough. Now, since that's a reactive roll to do it, unfortunately, it doesn't get you the extra bonuses with it for succeeding with style. But you are in your shadow form.
Yep.
And you're good. Okay, moving on. Okay. Shoehorn and Boblin, you're out in the lounge area. Boblin, like none of the crew has noticed you come out. Like, you know that you're not necessarily supposed to be out, but you said screw it, and everyone's like, oh, you know, there's a cat on the board of the ship. Everyone's gonna be super happy, right?
Yeah.
And so you're getting tended to. Like, Boblin, you're probably just being semi-cranky cat, and I imagine you're just kind of like on the back of some furniture, like, you know, whatever, don't touch me, with your sweater. Whereas Shoehorn, you're probably like on your back belly rub style, I imagine, at this point.
Absolutely.
All
Living
right.
the life.
Living the dream.
As you do that, the person that's rubbing your belly, like Shoehorn, you're there, your eyes are kind of like semi-closed. When all of a sudden they stop rubbing your belly.
Hey, what's the deal?
You open your eyes and you see the young woman. It's hard to tell burden time, but you imagine she'd probably be early adult. Is there, and her hands are just kind of shaking for a second as you realize that out of her eyes are these large spikes or thorns, and blood is pouring down her face, and she's in such shock she hasn't even gotten to the point where she's screamed yet.
Boblin, you know what we're looking at?
A cat kiss appears.
Cat kiss. Oh god.
Yes, I found a bunch of cat-related monsters. Hence the cat repeller earlier, and now the cactus, the eldritch kitten swarm. It's just good. It's just awesome. Anywho, yes, the cat kiss appears, and it is with that it is going to. Who is it going to go after? Let's see here. Roll a d2. Roll 1d2. So I'm going to say 1 is Boblin, 2 is Shoehorn. It is the Shoehorn he's going to be going after. So with that, yeah, sort of bursting out of a potted plant, this like green, almost plant-based cat-shaped entity seems to come out of nowhere and just emit spikes everywhere. Some of the burdens catching them in like legs and arms. It hurts, but nothing too crazy. It's not like the woman who's like her eyes have been pierced. And he's attempting to focus some of them your way. How would you like to defend against this? Shoehorn.
I'm gonna do a natural cat what the fuck move where they like jump like 6 feet in the air out of shock.
All right, so I'm gonna say that's probably quick because you're just like oh, and like just trying to like disappear upwards. Yeah, so you're gonna defend with quick. So I'm gonna start with flashy.
Oh, sorry, I rolled. Sure.
No, that's fine. Oh, you're tied at the moment. You're tied at the moment. Okay.
I got a +2.
Oh, okay.
I got a +2 to my quick. I'm 5 there.
Oh shit. No, that adds the +2 automatically.
Oh, that's what, oh, never. Oh, I see.
Yeah. You rolled a 1 and then you got +2.
Okay.
But it's tied, which means that at the moment I'm not doing anything to you, except possibly creating an advantage. I'm not going to spend any points myself. Did you want to bump yours up at all?
I'm dodging an attack. I mean, there's no way I could like turn this into some sort of like reversal. I can't like swing this into my own chance to slash at him or something.
If you succeed with style, you could maybe get a boost out of it or something like that, some sort of advantage.
No, you know what? I'm satisfied with just getting out of the way.
Okay. All right. Great. And so, I'm not even going to bother. You roll well enough. I'm not going to bother with the free advantage. I'm not going to use it anyways. So yeah, you just get out of the way. No problem. Next. Eldritch Kitten Swarm. One down by Samwise. That is when the swarm, eerily enough, almost simultaneously, all of the kittens' heads like turn towards you as they've sensed the power of you, as you've wrapped yourself around with shadows and whatnot. And in unison, this cacophonous meow, 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 as all these little kittens mew towards you.
Just not as disturbing at all.
Wonderful. I love you. Just be claws. I love you. Just be claws.
That's fucking nightmare fuel.
Okay, I'm going to use their ability Mega Muling. If the GM spends a fate point, Eldritch Kitten Swarm can emit a Mega Muling against difficulty of 2 or player resistance. You can invoke as normal. If I succeed, I create a boost of cacophonous cuteness, which number free invokes equal to the number of PCs.
Oh, that's not good.
Okay, so I am rolling flashy for this. Now, Samwise, you're the only one there to... Normally, this is designed for multiple of you to try and, like, add towards defending against, but unfortunately, you're alone. Now, fortunately, I just rolled like shit. So, how would you like to defend against this?
Well, I guess I'm going to... it's basically a sonic-based attack, essentially.
Yeah, it's just a whole bunch of really cute mulings from the kittens.
Okay. I'm going to actually use my shaping, I guess.
Okay.
To essentially magnify my vocal cords so that I create a louder sound of my hissing warning.
All right. So I would definitely say that's flashy, and you can add your magic onto it. That would make sense. So that brings you to a +1. You're actually beating me by 3 at the moment.
Yep.
So you're currently succeeding with style. I ain't having none of that shit. So I am going to invoke the sound is deafening. And I'm going to spend a point. And -1 to fate point for the GM. And I rolled like shit, so I'm just gonna fucking re-roll. Shit. Okay. Well, still not enough. You're still beating me at the moment. But you're not beating me with style.
I will actually invoke the last defense against the darkness with my Mega Screech.
Oh, okay. You want to bump yourself up even more? Okay.
Yep.
All right, go. You spend the point, bringing yourself up. Now you're at +3 in total. Once again, succeeding with style. Yeah. So you have, knowing you're the last defense against the darkness, you push yourself that little bit further, and you are pushing it basically as far as you feel the vocal cords are going, just through pure willpower alone. And at the moment, doing very well. Yep. You know what?
cannot scream louder than a climax defense.
Freedom and fancy feast. Okay. In that case, I am going to give you the succeeding with style. So we're gonna create another advantage with a free boost on it this time. Let's see here. What should we call this? Do you think? Something to do with the loud sounds you're admitting.
I mean, freedom.
So she just suggested cacophonous.
Yes, I like that.
So we're just gonna have to go with that. So you guys, it is a free invoke on the cacophonous. Jesus. All right. Well, I didn't get to use my fun toy. Thanks, guys. Anywho, you're supposed to be. Oh, you are visible. Okay. The vicious rat that is down here with you, as all the kittens just suddenly like look towards the sky and go, meow, and you're like in response being like, like some sort of like air raid siren, like drowning them out so no one hears. At that same time, this rat is coming in at you and just trying to go straight for the throat.
It's a physical attack, right?
It is a physical attack, yes.
Okay.
Can he physically attack you? It's still possible. You just get bonuses, right?
He can try. I'm immune to physical effects, though.
You're inclined to vulnerable to physical sources of harm. Yeah, okay, yeah. So, I'm not gonna bother rolling. He literally cannot harm you right now. Because he is, as I said, he is completely corporeal. Unlike the other things where they're actually like eldritch entities in one way or another, this is just controlled by the eldritch entities and tainted by it.
Yeah.
So yeah, he is unable to do anything to you. He like jumps basically through you and like smashes into some luggage behind you and just like moving along and unable to actually touch you in any way.
The trick is I can't affect him in this mode, but that doesn't matter. The whole point was to just narrow it down for a 2-on-1 to a 1-on-1. So.
Yeah, you've split it up. You only have to deal with one at a time now. What up?
Yep.
Are they kidding?
You don't know?
Yeah.
You assume probably because they have like this evil, this like eldritch aura about them. But I mean, you don't know for sure. But you haven't seen them yet. So you, meanwhile, Fitz, you and Lord Scrapjack, are here in the stern, and you hear the warning shout from up above. You hear this absolutely like thunderous mewling from down below, and you also hear some screaming beginning to start from just above you as well. So what are you and Lord Scrapjack doing? You're out in that little balcony area.
We can't hear anything.
He's still
that's
thinking.
because I'm not-
Oh, okay.
She's deep in thought. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Jack is
Mm-hmm.
we're
Okay. So you're heading up towards the like screaming that's just above you?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So you guys are going to head up there. So you're scrabbling up to the next area and getting up there. That's when you see, having exploded out of what used to be some sort of like potted fern or something, is this large, almost like Labrador Retriever style, like size cat shaped plant just with spikes all over it. And there's a woman there with like literally crying blood at the moment, and a bunch of other people are like screaming and like moving back. Like no one's even helped this woman. They just all sort of fleeing to like another section of the ship, so to speak. You move up there. What would you like to do in reaction of getting up there and seeing this?
Going to full. Hang on.
Full attack mode, heading straight into go after the Catkiss. All right, yeah. How would you like to attack? What describe to me what you're going to be doing to attack it?
Going to go.
All right, sounds good. So we are going to say forceful sounds pretty makes sense to me. Then you're just trying to tear it apart. So go ahead and make a forceful roll for me. This thing is carefully holding its position. So it is. Oh, you're still defeating it at the moment. Okay, I, however, am going to use a fate point, and I am going to invoke its aspect of it's covered in spikes. As you go up and go to rake at it, and you do that cat like paw thing where you're like ow, 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 and like trying to bat at the spikes on this thing. So now I am sitting at I'm one above you right now. I'm sitting at a 3. You're sitting at a 2. Is there anything you would like to invoke to better your roll? Any aspects? There's the aspects on your character sheet, as well as there's the aspect tracker that you should have as well, that of all the like the scene and story aspects and stuff.
I'm a big.
Okay. Oh, that's your aspect? Big strong cat?
Yeah.
Oh, big strong cat? Yes, it is. All right. So you're going to spend a fate point. So go ahead and reduce yourself to your normal maximum, actually, because you guys did have an extra. So go ahead and reduce yourself to 3 fate points, and you're a big strong cat. So you're gonna power through the spikes and just say screw it, brushing some of them aside, moving in, and you know what? You're going to deal stress to it, which is actually going to take him out. Oops. Next song. The cat kisses are very, very minor minions. They're taken out fairly easily. But now you know that there's danger aboard the ship. And Lord Scrapjack is he's going to go over to the woman on his turn. And he is going to go up to her bleeding eyes and whatnot. And his head begins to glow, his paws begin to glow. To you guys, because she doesn't understand what he says, but to you guys, he goes, "Come on, lady, don't feel bad, feel happy." And with that, the spikes seem to just launch out of her eyes, just yeeting out across the room. She gasps sharply in pain, and then all of a sudden opens it, and her eyes appear to be, although still covered like raining blood, or blood left over, her eyes seem to be healed now. And then he looks up at her square in the face and goes, "Tuna juice?" As if asking for tuna juice. And that's him. Next. There we go. Their turn done. Next after that, Don Julio.
What's going on in the buffet room right now?
Okay, in the buffet room, nothing's happened here yet, but you are here screaming from different parts of the ship, the warning from up above, the cacophonous areas down below, and everything that's going on. In the buffet room, people have just sort of froze. They haven't really done much yet. And so far, you haven't noticed anything dangerous in the room that you're in?
Honestly, without a commotion in there, it's probably better to stay where I am, without a distraction for them to not see me running about. So,
okay. So if you're not immediately leaving the room, I am going to give you I would say, careful roll to notice something.
Sure. Oh god, this fucking character sheet.
Yeah, sorry, I should have made you a new one. I don't know why yours is borked. That is a really good roll, actually. That is a really good roll. So not only are you going to make it, but you're going to succeed with style, and you're getting a free boost out of this. Because that was a really good roll. So, one thing you do notice that is really strange is there's a potted plant in the corner, and the dirt within the plant seems to be moving, almost undulating underneath the plant. And we're also going to give you an aspect with a free boost. We're going to call this... what do you think would be a good name for this one? Let's see here. I need to come up with a list of like stock names used for this shit.
Outside?
Chonk watch.
Chonk watch? Okay. Get away from our food!
He's just like laying on his back, like eating fish, looking at this potted plant, like, that doesn't look right.
All right, and you weren't supposed to be advantage. You were a boost. Okay. All right. Okay. So you're gonna get a free one, and that was just a freebie. That wasn't actually your action. I was just giving that to you. So
sinister potted plant is moving.
Yeah, you don't know what that's about.
What kind of thing are there liquids on the table?
Oh yeah. There's alcohol, non-alcohol, various things.
How close is the potted plant to the table?
It's right beside one of the buffet tables.
Right beside one of the buffet tables?
Yes.
And the liquids are on said buffet tables?
Sure. Let's say there's like a stack of like cans of non-trademarked soda.
I want to push it into the plant.
Okay. All right. What are you hoping is the outcome of pushing these cans into the plant?
I want it to be it seems sinister. I don't know what it is, but I know plants aren't supposed to move.
Okay.
And I also know that they can't drink human things. Human things kill them. So if I can knock some human liquid into it, maybe it will do some harm to it.
Okay, all right. So you're attempting to cause stress then, you think?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I like that. And what do you think? That would be, I'm thinking either clever because you're figuring shit out, or forceful because you're pushing a big stack of something over.
I mean, I like clever.
Clever? Okay, I'll give you clever. So you're sort of creating a trapped environment. God damn! Yeah, well, you succeed with style. Since it's a stress attack, you don't get the free boost or anything, but you don't fucking need it. I'm not even going to oppose that. I'd have to burn like 2 or 3 fate points. So, yeah. Well,
Don Julio's like, glug, glug, drink up, motherfucker.
So, just at the moment you're tipping this, you're like, with this stack of cans, pushing it over. You're like, just as it's just toppling over, that's when bursting out of the plant is another one, is the cactus, which you haven't seen yet. But it looks like it's just bursting out, and it's just like slow motion, like claws and fangs and everything coming out, heading towards this small child that's there, like eating eating a popsicle, like, "Ah!" And as it's all of a sudden, there's like crash, the cans land on it, and there's just, you hear this like crunch, squish, and this like green fluid leaks out from the pot.
Huh.
The kid pees himself.
Don Julio just poured out one for his homies.
You did mention human fluids.
Yeah. That's it for my turn. I think. I'm like at this point, I might like just like run over to the kid beside him, to ensure he is safe.
Okay, yeah. So you just go like over and like rub up against his leg and stuff, and he's just like, like he's just stuck in one of those loops, like his brain shut down. You know how birds are simple. They're not complex like cats. Okay, Shoehorn, you're the one that's next. So
Okay.
the cat kiss in your room has been dealt with. It is laying there, and it seems to be dissolving and disintegrating in front of you. This noxious green steam coming out of it.
Okay, it's dissolving.
Mm-hmm.
That's too bad. I had a whole tauntaun plan. Okay, well,
Oh, that would have been cool. Too late. I already said it.
yeah, that's fine. Well, I guess I'm going to. What's the best way to go high? Get up into the top deck. Get a bird's eye view of what's going on in this.
There's stairs and a ladder and everything to get up there.
All right, I'm gonna scoop up Boblin and start climbing to the top deck.
Okay. All right. So you're gonna go up to the top deck.
Yeah, I'm gonna run over to Boblin, do the classic bite behind the neck, pick up maneuver, and start hauling ass to the top deck.
Which is even easier for him because of the sweater that he wears.
Perfect.
Okay. Yeah, not a problem. Here we'll just not three of you. Move two of you up there. This is when you come across Grigori, who has already, he's going around probably still giving his warning shout, making sure that all the other cats are alerted on the ship.
Okay. What you are calling? We are fought some spiky meatball.
So
A
bad.
spiky meatball.
Well, it was a kitty. It was sort of.
Seems we're under attack. Have you seen the others?
Yeah, but I'm trying to find it. Like Fitz was down in the Scrapple. What's the bust of a goo? He was down there as well.
Well, up here seems to be clear. I'm gonna go below. See what other danger is afoot.
All right. I guess that's. I mean, I don't know. There's not much. I guess I'm gonna grab Bob. Can I do 2 moves then if I don't do any actions really?
Yeah, I'd give that to you.
All right, we're gonna go to the top deck of the bow then. I'm gonna grab Boblin and just keep running. Come go with me.
All Boblin, I'm assuming you're going along with this?
I'm not arguing.
All right.
Boblin's got no
Because
choice.
you can easily shake yourself free if you're like, no, I want to stay here.
I double dip. This would just turn into a struggle. He's coming with me.
You're coming. All right.
I know better than to argue with Shoehorn at this point.
Yeah.
All right, I guess that's my go.
All right. Cat, guess you're done. So Zeke, you hear stuff happening everywhere. There's screaming like all aboard the ship. There's like just a horrendous amount of sounds coming from below you in like the baggage area. Yeah. What do you think? What would you like to do?
Well, Zeke was just kind of like rolling in like this ointment, making his burns feel really nice, and he kind of like half wrapped in like one of those like long white bandages. And he like, as soon as he hears this cacophonous wail just go out, he just springs to his feet and just like starts bolting down the hallways towards the stairwell to make way down to the lower deck.
Okay, so you burst out of the medical room. There's a worried woman, like a blonde woman, fairly short cropped hair, a little bit longer in the front than the back, coming down. And as you burst out, and she just saw like supernatural shit, and then all of a sudden, Mummy Cat bursts out of this side closet, and she's like, "A mummy!" Oh! And then she like faints.
I'm just gonna keep bolted past her.
All right. So you make it down, and this is when you barely see the shadowy forms of Samwise flitting in and out of the shadows of the luggage and the crates and the storage bins and everything like this. There is a mound, fairly large mound, like almost the size of one of the burdens, like tall, of kittens, but they all have these like glowing red eyes and things like this, and one of those like giant fucking like dog-sized rats, and that thing seems to be continuously charging through Samwise, not learning its lesson as it's trying to tear away at him, but all that happens is he just sort of like mistily forms around it and seems to be unharmed.
Okay, rats I know how to take care of. This mound of kittens, it's a little new, so he's gonna like kind of run across like luggage and like dive down towards the rat.
All right, so from above.
I'm gonna pounce on it.
Okay, pounce. Pouncing from concealment. Make your first attack in a conflict from. Yeah, sure. Yeah, let's do it. So you are. I would say. You just kind of booked it in. So I'm gonna say it's a quick roll. It just kind of makes sense for me. And this thing is just gonna try and tough it out. So yeah. So I'm gonna do a forceful roll in response. Oh fuck. You guys in your rolls tonight, Jesus.
That is 6 in total.
Okay, you're succeeding with style at the moment. Well, yeah, it's an attack, but so you're just going and trying to get its neck. Well, shit biscuits.
I just imagine like he jumps off the luggage, lands on its back, and kind of like rolls with it. And as he gets back to his feet, he slams it into the wall.
Yeah, so you're doing 3 stress to it right now. Yeah, I might as well, burn a fate point for that. I am going for is a vicious, terrifying rat. And as a result, it is... I'm going to bring mine up to 3. Now, this rat is larger than you, so it counts as having armor 2. So, even after you do your roll, he'll take 2 less stress from anything that you do to him.
Okay.
So this brings me up to a 3. You have a 4, but he's taking 2 less stress. So,
okay, I am going to.
so you need to get it up to a 6 before you can do any stress again.
Yeah. Well, I'm at 6 right now because I used pounce.
Oh, right, I forgot about that. Never mind, my bad. So you're still dealing one stress to him at the moment. Yeah, I'm going to leave it there unless you are planning on bumping it up anymore.
I might bump it up one more because I want this thing down.
Okay.
I'm going to... I'm going to invoke my aspect large and in charge.
Large and in charge, right, because that's when dealing with larger creatures, isn't it?
That's just my free
aspect.
aspect.
No, that's just the free aspect. Large and in charge. Okay, so yeah, part of the reason this thing's taking less damage was due to the fact it's much larger than you. But you know what? You kind of like beef yourself up, like puff up that fur, and you're a pretty big damn good cat yourself. So as a result, yeah, you'll do a little extra stress. You're going to be doing 3 points of stress to it now, and I'm not going to fight that. So I'm going to... How exactly are you attempting to hurt this thing specifically?
I'm trying to get him away from Samwise, so I'm literally just like throwing him across the bridge.
Okay, all right. So you're kind of like just digging into him and like trying to throw him around and stuff like that. He is going to take a moderate consequence to eat the stress. We're going to say you throw him with such ferocity, and then a bunch of like heavy barrels fall on top of him that he's going to have a cracked hip as his consequence. Because that was nasty. Oh, I completely forgot the Catchus had a consequence slot. Oh, well, they're gone now.
I had one small little detail to this scene.
What's that?
When completely forgot your name for a second there. Hold a second.
Zeke?
Zeke, yeah. When Zeke did the whole hit the ground and tumble thing, a spare sock got stuck to the bandages that are sticky.
Yeah, the sticky bandages on his side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a small detail.
Sure.
That's all.
All right. So, moving on.
Oh.
Oh, I should have named Zeke Bandit, because then he could have been the sticky bandit.
Oh, the sticky bandit. Oh.
The sticky bandage bandit?
He gets one. All right, next turn after that, Boblin. So you've been carried up to the top deck and the bow, close to where like the main bridge is, basically. What are you doing?
All right, Shoehorn, don't put me down. Just carry me with you. I'll be back. And I'm gonna jump into Astral, and I am going to gonna pass through decks. I gotta see what else is going on.
What you kind of do when you're going into Astral reminds me so much. Do you remember the anime Vampire Hunter D? Do you remember
Yes.
Tinkerbell?
Yes.
They're like the guy they kept like he was like sickly and in bed and like, but he'd like go into this like astral form and be like super powered. Kind of reminds me of that. All right, so yeah, you go into your astral form. I believe you can just do that. There's no roll or anything. And you basically what I'm allowing you to do is you don't have to, when you're in astral form, you don't have to worry about the arrows, obviously, when you transfer between zones. And yeah, you can move. I'm going to consider your physical body with Shoehorn. If you move yourself around, it's your astral that you're moving around at the moment.
Okay. Well, I know that back from where we came, there was stuff, but there's nothing now. So I'm basically going to drop down to the next deck, and I'm going to see Don Julio with his dead Catchus.
Okay.
And I'm going to be like, oh, okay, well, there's that, and then I'm going to drop down to this next deck.
Okay. Yeah, and being in the astral form, you're super quick, so I'm going to allow like a couple of movements there for sure. You're not seeing anything except a fainted blonde woman on the floor.
Oh, well, somebody's been through here. Who knows what it was? And then I'll drop down to the next one.
Well, let me see here. Astral projection. I mean, that's... yeah, you're just moving at it, and it is astral. Yeah, I'll allow one more movement with it.
Okay. I get down here and I'm like, oh boy, oh, that's not good.
Yeah, now you're seeing a lot of action happening in like the baggage area.
Oh, and there's nothing I can do till next turn.
Yeah, your ghost. Okay, Grigori. So you briefly saw Shoehorn and Boblin had that little like semi-racist conversation, and then they took off.
Alrighty. Let's see. Well, they'd be making noise if things was happening over there, so this deck seems pretty clear. I'm gonna start booking it lower. So move down here.
Okay.
Take a quick, like, look around. It's like, is there any danger? Is everything okay?
You see Fitz and Lord Scrapjack, both there. Fitz, are you saying anything? What was that? Oh, yeah.
There's more.
Yeah, she's motioning down below. Lord Scrapjack is dealing, basically cuddling up to the various humans in an attempt to heal and calm them.
I guess I will just, instead of taking natural action, just try and book it an extra zone.
Yep, sure. All right. So entering this area, main deck stern. This is the lounge area. People are here. This is when you walk into the room and discover a massacre. There are several skeletons on the floor next to what appears to be a eldritch kitten swarm, or like a just giant mound of kittens, and gnawing at something in the corner is a dog-sized rat, just like he has a human and he's just like shaking it, just like
oh dear. Okay.
Is it just me, or is everybody unable to see where Grigori is?
I can see him.
Okay, so it's just me. Okay, that's all I wanted to know.
oh well, weird. Yeah, he should be visible to all of you.
Yeah, no, he's not.
Oh, can the rest of you see him?
Yeah, I can see him just fine.
Yep, can see him just fine.
You might have to do a quick refresh or something. Not that it's the end of the world, but yeah. He's yeah. Do you see the eldritch kitten swarm and the vicious rat?
I do.
Oh.
That's why I was like,
Oh.
am I the only one who can't see Grigori? He's
That's
the
weird.
only thing I can't see.
That's weird. Yeah, something might have desynced on your end or something. That's weird. Okay, well, Grigori, that was a double movement for you. So you're like racing and you're like, oh shit.
Oh, this is troublesome.
All right, Samwise, back to the clusterfuck that is the downstairs.
Yep. All right.
Clusterfuck.
Yeah, so that loud hiss I let out, gonna allow it to raise the blood, as it were, and focusing the spirit within, I call out to the shadows, extend my claws, and do a shadowy lancing dart right into the pile of kittens. Attack them right at their core.
Okay, so like in an almost anime style move, you're like whoosh-wing, and you're like trying to go like delve into it, just like slashing in.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you're attempting to cause stress. So, well, I mean, I'd say that's probably quick.
Okay.
Either quick or flashy. What do you think would be better?
I'll go with quick.
Quick. Okay. And this is just like a solid mound of kittens. So I'm just gonna use forceful for mine. Go ahead and roll your thingy. Oh, not a great roll
Well,
either.
that was unfortunate.
That was unfortunate. Yeah, so I'm doing all right.
Yep.
Is there anything you would like to... So you've got your choices, of course. You can't succeed at a cost because it's a stress-inducing attack. You need to have a number appended to it. But you can reroll or add bonuses every time you invoke. So, what would you like to do?
I think I'm going to reroll.
Reroll. Okay, what would you like to invoke? How would you like to do this? So you go to go in, but there's it's a solid mound of kittens, and your first attempt sort of ricochets off of them.
Yep. Yeah, I will actually let the catalyst sound out again to essentially scream my way through.
Okay. All right. So yeah, because you had a free thing with it. Cacophonous. So that gets rid of it entirely. So that gives you the reroll. Give her. Okay, way closer now. You're only one behind.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to is it possible to actually invoke my trouble as a benefit here?
Yeah, I mean, if you can convince me of it, you can invoke anything, including something on them.
Okay, yeah, in this case, because my call is at this point screaming out in straight up Scots Gaelic, or the equivalent thereof, and therefore incomprehensible to anything. Wait, what did he say? As I may have uttered its true name briefly. It's not sure.
I like
Wait,
it.
what was that?
So spend another fate point. You can do that. That's going to bring you up to. So I'll bring you up to a 4, which is 1 higher. So you're dealing 1 stress. I'm going to allow it. Are you doing anything else to bump it up even further, or are we just doing the 1 stress?
I think I'll just do the 1 stress for now.
Okay. So yeah, you bound off immediately, but like then the sound comes out, and the kittens just kind of like, they all do that, like they tilt their head to one side and just pause for a second, long enough for you to dart in and begin to slash and claw your way through some of the tiny kittens.
All right.
I say some weird shit when I'm running RPGs. Okay. You're dead. I should just remove you. Okay, there we go. Speaking of the Eldritch Kitten Swarm, okay, it already tried to use its Mega Muling, so I can't do that again. Instead, being inside of the Eldritch Kitten Swarm, it is just going to try and crush you with its pure size and mass. So I'm going to roll Forceful. And roll like shit, apparently. How would you like to defend against this? You're slashing through, you're sort of inside it, and it's just suddenly bearing down and trying to crush you under the bodies of kittens.
I'm assuming it's trying to do this with its spirit as well?
Well, it's dual-natured, right? It's both physical and spiritual in the same spot.
Alright, just double checking.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, I'm still screaming like a Scottish madman, so I will just force it back with the power of my will.
Okay, what are you so with the power of your will? Okay, so I mean you are dealing on the astral side of things, so that definitely makes sense. So power of your will?
In fact, actually, because it's the power of my will, I will incorporate some shaping into the defense and actually expand myself back. Because I can use shaping for defense.
Problem is, shaping only affects your physical body. Shaping, like it literally says, it's about shaping your body, like modifying your physical body. The thing is, if you sort of entered the spirit and you've gone shadow form, shaping, you know what, I'm gonna allow it. Why not? You're shaping your shadow form. I'm gonna allow it. I'm gonna say, I mean, you said through pure force of will. Forceful kind of makes sense to me. So go ahead, do a forceful. We'll add a 2 onto it.
So 4.
Well, shit biscuits. I am going to spend 1 to reroll because that was just a bad roll. And we're gonna say I'm gonna invoke its aspect. So many tiny claws, it's overwhelming. As you're trying to fight it off, you realize that's when all the little claws like coming in and trying to do something. So we're gonna give a reroll first of all. That's better. You are still actually we're tied now, so I'm still not doing anything. All right, so that means I would have to invoke again to try and do something. Oh, I'm running out of points. Let's see here. No, I'm just gonna give it. I'm just gonna give up. I'll give up. GG. Well done. I'm out. Laters. Fucking bullshit. I haven't put a land in 3 turns. Okay. All right, that is enough for that. So we're gonna move on to the vicious rat that is currently you're actually, I'm gonna move you over here to remind myself, you're tussling with Zeke right now. It's just easier if I do this so I can remember. There we go. So the vicious rat they don't really have a lot of stuff. Yeah. Okay, he's going to try and so you pushed him into a bunch of luggage which landed on him, and then he sort of like vanishes for the moment, and he's trying to pull a whole like clever girl velociraptor thing and like come at you from the side. So I'm going to be rolling, he's going to be attacking you, attempting to cause stress with sneaky. How would you like to defend against him suddenly lunging from out of the side?
There we go. You know, Zeke's into like guerrilla warfare, so he's used to this kind of shit. He's gonna like just take it like head on.
Okay, so you're just gonna try and just like fucking take it, you know, hoping that, you know, bandages deal with the actual like scratching bits, and then the rest of it's just muscling through. So forceful, makes sense. Go ahead, and we're going to roll off. Holy shit, my rolls tonight. Oh my god.
God damn.
So much for dramatic conflicts in the final session. Yeah, well, I'm not even gonna bother. He comes in and you're just like, no, and you know once cats sometimes they like put their paw on like the face of the other cat and just like stop them. You kind of do that with the rat, and he just like stops and like freezes, like his brain doesn't know what to do.
You might be big, but you're still a filthy rat.
All right. And you tell him no. You kind of put your hand on his face. He like shrugs it for a second, like he does that, you know, you do that like shudder thing, like you don't like what's happening. And as he backs up, he knocks over some of the barrels, and they end up hitting what seems to be some sort of, you're not sure if it's like a water pipe or a bilge pump or something like that, but all of a sudden it begins to spray into the area, almost some sort of player complication, as the lower deck begins to have some water filled into it. So where did my fate aspect go? It disappeared on me. I double clicked it and just here. 1 second. I gotta like reload. I apologize for this. Kind of hard to play without it being a thing. There we go. Okay. So we are gonna do a new aspect. And this is. I'm gonna do this. Tag aspect. I'm gonna put a moist kitty cat.
Moist kitty.
And that is gonna give me one free invoke. As you get sprayed and suddenly kind of freak the fuck out.
Yeah, Zeke doesn't like water, but oh god, does the cold water feel good on the burns?
Okay, with that, we're gonna move on to Fitz and Lord Scrapjack. What are you doing on your level?
I have poked my head down. Corey is major trouble.
Yeah, you even heard his like, oh shit.
So I am going down eventually. I'm attacking.
Okay, you're attempting to break the neck of the rat.
Yes.
All right, I like this. Speed, you said, speed of entry. So yeah, it's going to be a quick roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, quick roll. Yeah, and he's probably going to respond with quick as well. Yeah, if you click on your character sheet, it just rolls it with the bonus for you. So you got a 2, and you're beating me. Okay, so you're currently doing 2 points of stress to it, which is pretty appreciable. Did you want to bump that up even more, or are you pretty happy with that?
Because what happened? Grab at the back of him. Shake it back quickly.
Okay, and he is larger than you.
I'm one big cat.
Well, I said he was about the size of like a Labrador.
I'm a big, strong cat.
You are a big, strong cat. Okay.
I'm a scrapper.
All right. So he's gonna soak that with a mild consequence. We're gonna say hurt neck. since you were starting to shake him around with a massive amount of strength for a cat your size. As you shake around this like Labrador Retriever sized rat, just knocking things around in the lounge area, stuff off of tables and things like this, and just like, and even though it's a cat, you swear you hear kind of coming from Fitz for a second, but you probably just imagined it. Anyways, yeah, so there is a consequence taken out of the rat. Lord Scrapjack is going to come down. He is going to also attempt, he's going to try and pin it down while you're shaking. He's also going to use Quick. And not great, but that's fine. And I'm going to say he's trying to be careful in response. Okay, so nothing really happens. Lord Scrapjack tries to sort of like get a good swipe at it as you're like shaking it around the room, but instead it just sort of knocks his paw to the side. He doesn't seem like he's necessarily a really experienced fighter in any way.
Maybe not.
So we're gonna move on to the Eldritch Kitten Swarm up here with you guys. So Grigori, it's flooding in next to you. As all these little kittens come in and attempt to swarm over you, how would you like to defend yourself?
Oh, good question. Good question. I kind of don't want to get hit by that, and I'm kind of jumpy just walking into this, so I guess quick.
Okay, so you're just gonna try and like dodge aside. Go ahead and roll a quick for me.
Yeah, run downstairs and into that. It's like, oh shit.
What is with you guys tonight?
Wow.
You're on fucking fire. Okay. Yes. All right. You do indeed manage to jump out of the way. I'm not even going to try and fight that. I'm basically almost out of fate points anyways. We're going to move on. Don Julio. So you hear tussling from several areas. You can sort of pinpoint which areas the current fights are happening from.
Yeah, well, I've heard like a yowl twice now from the bottom area there.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna head towards main deck bow.
Okay.
And try to get down to them.
Okay. I mean, if you use your action, you can like go one further all the way down to the bottom if you want.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay. So you're just gonna book it all the way down there, and yeah, now you're down here. There's water everywhere. There's one of the rats. There's some more of the kittens here. Things like this.
What? Fuck.
What? Shoehorn. You are currently protecting the body of Boblin.
Yeah, so I'm gonna move down one deck at least.
Okay.
And see what I see.
You see, well, the final bits of the catkiss sort of going and dissolving away into this green mist. And there's still some people sort of rushing around. There's some dead bodies around. Actually, no, in this area, no one died. No, this area was actually saved. There's a puddle of urine.
Okay, I guess I'm gonna then move one more down.
Okay. Zeke.
That's really all I can do. Yeah.
All right. Time to finish off this rat. Time to put you to bed. And he's just gonna lunge at it and just try and take him out.
All right. Yeah, probably. What do you think? Forceful then? You're just trying to snap him, trying to end him. Okay. Go ahead and roll forceful. He's gonna try and dodge out of the way with a quick. Oh, he might dodge. I rolled well for once.
Oh shit.
So, is there anything you would like to do to boost this?
Yeah, let me look at the aspects we got going. I am actually going to invoke one of his aspects. One of his consequences. He's got a broken hip and is not moving so quickly.
That works. Yes, it does. Okay, go ahead and so you do that. You bring it up by 2. I'm not gonna fight it. So yeah, we're just you're gonna take him out. And I'm assuming you're killing it.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So you kill the large rat that is there. Oh, and sorry, I forgot to mention, Shoehorn, one last thing you noticed when you were leaving the bridge is, although they're still tending to the bridge, you did hear the Burdens say something about the ship is drifting and they can't control it.
Oh, that is good to know. Okay.
Okay, so Vicious Rat. He's actually gonna try and take a he's gonna try and take a bite back at Fitz, since Fitz is like just shaking him around and stuff. So he's gonna reach back and carefully try to bite at your face. Fitz, how would you like to defend against this?
Like the back.
Yes.
I don't see it.
Loose skin, like despite being on the back of his neck, he has like loose skin, like it's the type of thing where it's like he can stretch it enough that he can like still bite at you.
I thought I had.
Well, he is biting you. How would you like to defend?
I'm going to go in. Oh, spring me. I'm going to go into rabbit kick.
Oh, rabbit kick mode. Like okay, so you're trying to.
Back legs.
So as you're like shaking him, you like flip on your back, and as he's trying to bite you, you're like kicking at his face to try and push it away.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I would say that's probably forceful. No, you know what? You did it very. I'm gonna give you quick for this one, I think, because you like flipped like instantly to deal with it. I'm gonna say quick. Quick makes more sense. He's gonna try and do it. I said he was doing it carefully. He's still not doing anything to you. You tied. Yeah, we're gonna leave it at there. You actually manage, even with that roll, you actually managed to push him off and stop him from, because he's having a hard time reaching around. He only has that very limited room because of where you have him, and so that little bit of kicking is just enough that he can't reach anything to actually bite you.
Hey, Scrabby, get.
Boblin. You're in your astral form. The kittens are you think are the only things you could interact with, as far as they're concerned.
Good. I'm going to I'm going to be a bit creative here. I would like to shame the kittens into leaving.
Shame the kittens. Okay. Yeah. Okay, you do know that. I mean, they have some sort of cat nature to them in some way.
Yep.
All right. I like this. So that sounds like it's a clever act to me. You're trying to say something to draw upon the kitten, the actual cat aspect of this eldritch entity. And I'm going to have them respond with clever, because it's sort of a mental contest here. Go ahead and make a clever roll for me, please.
And this is technically using my magic, yes?
Yeah, well, let's give it. Sure. You sort of instill your aura about you as you're in the astral presence about it anyways. So that's a 4.
It's whatever I roll plus 4.
You roll. Oh yes, because you have the extended version of the magic, so you have a 6 actually.
You.
Jesus. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. With that, the kittens seem to just sort of meld away. It's almost like a tornado of kittens that suddenly coalesces and just yeets itself out of a local window, just like you hear this, and that's the really thick plated windows as well, because of being the lower decks like this. It's like the small portholes with the thick windows, and all of a sudden it's just like you're a smash, and then all these kittens go through this small hole as they go through, and in a tornado of kittens just flits off into the snowstorm outside. Just gone. Be gone, kittens. Grigori.
Let's see. My normal instinct in this situation would be to tank up, but I kind of want to take out the swarm quickly. So here goes nothing. Grigori's gonna basically say, "Here, kitties," and charge the Eldritch Kitten swarm and try to like barrel through them and break the swarm apart.
Okay, so like a supercharged billiards ball, you're attempting to break.
Yeah, like Grigori's gonna go full linebacker on this and just.
Okay, they're trying to like stack up like a careful wall in front of you. Go ahead and roll. I would say forceful. It just makes sense.
Shit.
Stop. Yeah. Okay. You know what? That was too good. That was too good. Technically they have one stress left, but you know what? Fuck it. You hit them and charge at them with such force and ferocity, and you're like near the back of the ship right now, that you scatter them, and the sort of you topple the stack of them through the back window, and you hear like a crash as they like scatter upon the boats, and then there's just these floating forms of kittens that are basically swimming away from the boat now.
Nice.
Yeah, because that was at like one stress bucket. That was just too good. You completely charged through. You bodied the fuck out of this stack of kittens. Once again, the shit you say in an RPG. Okay. You bodied that stack of kittens. Samwise.
Yep.
Your turn.
Okay. No threats left around here.
Not that you can see or sense.
All right.
You do sense Boblin. You're the only one that can sense him right now.
Yep. Is the cabin still filling up with water?
It wasn't too bad. It's like a light spray. Like to flood the boat could take days. Like it was just enough to get the cats annoyingly wet.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, are there any cracks or small areas that in my shadowy form I can essentially phase through to get to where I can still perceive fighting going on?
I would, because of your shadowy form, because you can move through just like small cracks and stuff, right? I would let you go kitty corner up to the main deck's stern, just going through like the vents and stuff. I would allow that.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to kitty corner through the vents and then through the cracks in the floorboard to hit that rat.
Okay, so you kind of seep up through the floorboard. Here, let's like move everything over while surrounding this rat. So this rat, who like Lord Scrapjack's kind of trying to paw at it, but not doing very good. But Fitz has the rat by like the back of the neck, is on his back, and like also kicking it in the face at the same time with her back legs, and shaking it like shaking it back and forth. How would you like to attack it?
All right, I seep up through the floorboards and just almost flow around Fritz to essentially just go straight for the underbelly of this rat.
Okay, yeah, I mean, when Fitz flipped over, I imagine the rat's on top with like its belly exposed, so that makes sense.
Yeah, and I form back into the physical form to do it as I...
Okay. Well, yeah, you're sort of plotting where to hit it. I would say that's probably a clever attack I would give you, because you're aiming for a specific area. You've calculated where to go for it. I'd say clever if you think so.
Yeah, clever, sneaky. I'm fine with clever though.
Okay, and he is not got much. I'm gonna give him careful. Can't do too much. Oh my
That's
gosh.
like the third 5 we've rolled it.
What the hell?
No.
And he already has like a consequence with the hurt neck and everything like that. Yeah, you're just gonna take him out. And that is
Yay!
so you land on top. Fitz, you feel a little bit of an oomph, but I mean you're so much larger than Samwise is, and Samwise is still all shadowy and stuff, so there's like not much of a negligible well actually Samwise wouldn't be shadowy now. I'm assuming if he physically manifested, but he's so much lighter that you barely notice any difference. And then you just hear it's like tearing cloth, but you realize it's not cloth. And then there's like a squelching sound as the viscera of the rat like spews onto the deck around you.
Rock on, McStuffins.
Okay.
That's how you did it. And I will be right back because I have to go to run the bathroom.
Yep, no worries. That is the end of combat. So what we're going to do, he's going to be right back for the bathroom anyways. Why don't we take a just couple minute break, go to the bathroom, get drinks as needed, and we will be back, and we're going to get to something exciting.
Let's all go to the lobby.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Yeah, well, we're waiting for make sure everyone is back before we fully continue. Make sure everything is preloaded for everybody for the next couple of scenes. Thank you for the people in the background, Noli Canoli, Platt, all the good people. Yeah, we're gonna get to the major conflicts here and see what's gonna happen. That took a little bit longer than I thought it was going to, but that's good. I didn't want like the session to end up going too short. We might end up going, normally we go till about 10. It might be a little bit past 10 tonight. We'll see how long this next part takes.
For a finale episode, I think we can go a bit late.
Yeah, like I'm not gonna have us go to like midnight or 1 in the morning or anything, but it's probably gonna go a little bit past 10. But yeah, so
I'm back.
Welcome back. We're just waiting for everyone to get back here. We can get rid of that for now. Back on the boat. And actually, I might as well just bring everyone over now to the next bit. And as they cycle back in, they'll see a new scene. And actually, everyone's transferring over like super quickly, which is nice.
Yeah.
Except for
Not
like
an overly complex scene.
Yeah, well, especially for Fate, I tend to keep things fairly simple. It's not like D&D where you end up having like walls and the battle maps and some other stuff. I mean, it's just a picture half the time. That's the beauty of Fate. You don't need a lot of complicated stuff. Now, when we switch back to D&D for the next campaign setting, then yeah, going to be using some toys.
All the complicated stuff.
Gonna use some
Looking forward
toys.
to it.
We love the toys.
I'm chomping at the bit to see some character creation rules for the D&D setting.
Oh, I know you are.
I'm sitting here like a druggie, scratching his arm, waiting for a fix.
I need a fix,
Come on.
Give me a hit of some character creation rules. Oh,
You still got
Oh,
any
yeah.
of them rules? I'll suck your dick.
Come on, man. What level are we? Just tell me.
Come on, GM, you know what I like.
I don't know. Yeah, I had a game. I was very close to having us run, but I think we're gonna do the 15 penny. There's a game I really want to run. That you are. No, you know what? I'm gonna leave it as a surprise. I have a really cool idea I want to run one day, but it involves a bit of a surprise, and I guess I don't want to ruin it. I don't know if I'm gonna run it for the Thursday group or the Sunday group. I don't know. I guarantee if I were to say it, several of you, especially Bad Hair Gaming, would probably like squeal as like yes, but yeah.
Oh, you tease.
I tease.
Yeah, he's a dice tease. That's what he is.
So we'll see. I'll keep that one in my back. I'm either going to keep that one in my back pocket, or I'm going to run it as maybe a short game before 15 penny. I'm going to have to decide over the course of the week.
He's always handing out just the tip.
Just the tip. Just the tip. Okay. Is everyone back? I haven't heard loud noises yet.
I'm here.
You here? I think everyone's back, right? Residual Rose, you're back? You're back. Yeah.
I'm here.
Okay, I think we're good. All right. It is with this that you, like, the people on the boat are in shock. There's some crying and stuff going on. There's lots of like hushed mumbles. Obviously, shocks like that. A lot of people, they're shaking. They're not speaking coherent sentences. Things like this. The crew of the boat are finally starting to try and take charge, bandaging people up. But it's with this that you guys, like several of you, have been sort of scoping out the bridge on and off, and you realize the boat's been drifting this entire time. The thing is, it's not drifting where you think it should be drifting, if you knew anything about currents, which you probably don't anyways. It is drifting towards the islands you wanted to go to. It's almost like it's being sucked towards them. And in fact, you see this isn't the only boat that's being sucked towards this. There's other small vessels like this one, shipping vessels. In fact, you even see one or two local like cargo liners, all kind of getting slowly drawn to this small cliff-sided Hebridean island. And as you're drawn to the island, it is covered mostly, except for the edges of it, in a thick mist or fog, such that you wouldn't be able to see the ruins that you know reside within the center of the island. But your ship, which was the first one to start drifting towards it, with a bit of a scrape and a crunch, actually falls to the edge of the island itself. What do you do?
And here we are, finally.
Shoehorn, try not to get us wet.
No,
I reckon it's a little too late for that.
Wait a minute. I will get you wet.
No, don't get us wet. You need to carry.
Oh yes,
We're going
man.
ashore.
You were speaking about me and you, not us.
Yes, correct. Me and you. Yes. Oh, good thing you're cute.
Lord Scrapjack looks at you and goes, I think we're here. Is this where we're gonna get the tacos?
Ooh, I want tacos now.
Oh, that's why we came to Scotland. Scottish tacos.
I think as long as they're deep fried and crispy, my bourbons will eat them.
Oh, all right. So what are you guys doing? You wanted to leave the island or leave the ship for the island?
Well, at the sound of potential tacos, Zeke is gonna take charge and probably be the first off the boat.
It's like, oh, tacos.
So,
Tacos.
Samwise, you said there'd be a frisbees here?
I don't think I said such a thing, but this is where we're supposed to go, right?
What'd he say?
I think he said that there's some kind of goat here.
Everyone go ashore. We're going ashore. Everyone get off the damn boat.
Ashore. But to where are we going?
Go find
Horn.
contact.
That direction.
Ah, yes, onto the island, yes.
To tacos.
Shoehorn, get a fate point. There was something about that ashore that tickled me.
Echoes and beyond.
Like a Leslie Nielsen joke.
Yeah. Okay, heading into shore. It is a difficult climb, but there is a path that's been made on this island to head up to where the ruins were. It is an old and dilapidated path. It was obviously made at the time that these ruins would have been made, but they had a way to get up there. So this is the path. You seem to be on the right end of the island to reach it. Either there was multiple paths, but you are able to basically march into the mist or fog. As you do so, the views of the ships around you begin to fade away, and you move into what feels thicker than it should. It's oppressive. It's got an energy about it, a otherworldliness. I wouldn't even call it a darkness. It's not evil necessarily. It's something so abstract and alien, so hostile to everything you know in reality that it's not evil. It's something else, but something just as destructive.
You just described a cat.
It's a cat. No, and that is when you finally make it to the ruins themselves. There's a ruins, yeah. No, RUINS, ruins.
I'm with you.
Okay. And with this, in the center of the fog are all these carrion birds flying around, and this I found like the perfect picture for what I wanted. And this beam of light and lightning constantly streaming not down but up from the ruins into what seems to be a clear sky, like you're at the center of the eye of a storm, so to speak. But despite the fact that the clouds and fog and everything is swirling around you, there's a drawing feeling, almost like a suction feeling, but not to your body, to your soul. Like something is pulling at you from the inside. And it's pulling you towards these ruins. As you figure that's part of the reason the boats were pulled here too. Whatever is happening here is attempting to take the energies within you and absorb them to shoot into whatever this beam is, basically. Let's bring you into the scene. Hip. There you go. Please see around a little bit.
Wonderful. A transgalactic dinner bell.
See ourselves as we walk in the shadow.
Anybody want to tell me why the hell we're? Anybody want to tell me why the hell we're going towards that thing?
Tacos, apparently.
Oh yeah.
Because we have to stop it? Yes.
Keep a clear picture of yourself and know who you are, lest you lose yourself to its draw and pull.
What do you say?
I think he has said to draw some poo.
He said, keep your... Why do I always have to... Yes, we'll go with what Fitz said. That makes...
Keep
equally
your
as much
whiskers?
sense.
Keep your whiskers.
Shoehorn,
Close enough.
just walk ahead.
Heading towards there, you can feel the energy. And who had the puzzle box? Was it Boblin?
I think that was Boblin.
I think it was Boblin. 'Cause you're the one that made the deal.
Oh, he actually just DC'd.
Oh no!
I don't have the puzzle box though.
I think it was
I'm pretty
Boblin
sure-
that had it.
Yeah,
100% it's Boblin.
there's only food in my pockets.
My Discord is losing its mind right now.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah, you were the one I believe that had the puzzle box because you were the one that made the deal.
I have the puzzle box and a lighter.
Okay, so the puzzle box was, I'm assuming you kind of like tucked because you don't have like the special pocket like.
I do have the special pocket.
Oh, you do have a special pocket as well. Okay,
yeah.
so okay,
Yeah.
but you can feel something with the puzzle box, like it's warming in a way. They're becoming energized.
Oh, that's problematic.
What would you guys like to do? You're just sitting here in front of this creepy thing of light and lightning, and you're aside from the birds spiraling around it to the point where they eventually sort of swarm into it, being consumed by the beam of energy. You're the only other living things around.
Oh, I know what I'm doing now. Okay, I'm going to climb one of those dead trees and try to swat at the birds.
It's one of those situations where like the birds are
100%.
nowhere near you, but you
I'm
swat.
still getting to the high. I'm getting to the highest point I can. I'm waiting for a bird to get close.
Shoehorn, you
Yes?
still have me in your mouth. Please
Come with me.
don't,
Come with me. We're going to catch you at dinner.
I don't.
I reckon as much as I like the light show here, I feel like we gotta do something. What did that little box do that the dude gave you?
It's right here, and it's getting warm, and I don't. Shoehorn, put me down.
I'm guessing by the scene here.
If you say so, I'm going to drop him from my mouth from this tree branch.
If it be some kind of puzzle, maybe solve it.
Well, I know what I'm gonna do. Since it's judging by the scene, it seems a little on the dark side, probably dark enough. I'm gonna throw my shadow armor on in preparation for shit to hit the fan.
Okay, yeah, it definitely seems
be
fairly dark.
I will actually step into Grigori's shadow, since Grigori's massive enough, and take the shadow form myself.
Don Julio's gonna stress eat the food that's in his pockets. And then after eating it far too fast, he's gonna throw it back up.
Oh,
No.
Oh, and I need a skill to run my shadow form roll off of.
oh yeah. Well, what do you think would be appropriate in this case?
I'm steeling myself against the darkness by sort of becoming shadow, getting to know the darkness, I guess.
You trying to go after forceful?
Yeah, sure.
All right, forceful sounds good. Oh yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
Plenty good. So yeah, you sort of meld into the mists and the shadows that's around, because even though you're like the wall of mist is on the outside, there's still some of it like floating in the area. Like the whole area has a light fog to it. Grigori, your armor comes into place. I know it's shadow armor, but every time you, who's basically Batman as a cat, says I armor myself, I picture the armoring scene of the Batmobile from the first Tim Burton Batman movie.
Oh, I love that scene. It's so satisfying.
I don't know why I picture that, but
I think of Spawn with his cape.
oh yeah.
Happy and they're going to go over to Boblin
Okay.
and on either side of him. Suggest that I want all sight of what's going on.
Okay, so Fitz and Scrapjack are apparently going over to Boblin.
It's a busy tree.
You're up with him in the tree, right?
Oh, I thought he was dropped onto the
or no, you.
I dropped him into I dropped him from the branch. What he did is what he did.
Oh, okay.
on the ground.
Yeah, I'm climbing my way down because I'm not a tree cat.
No.
Okay,
Okay.
well, when Blank you.
How about that?
Ask you to go astral.
So she's
What's
saying
going on in
go
the
astral to check the place out while they protect your body is what she's suggesting.
All right, Fitz, I'm going to crawl on top of your back. And, here, Don Julio. Stop,
Yeah.
Stop putting that in your face. And here, you hold this. And I'm gonna toss the little puzzle box to Don Julio.
Yeah, I've got the space now, so I will pocket the puzzle box.
Sure, yeah. You're not doing anything with the puzzle box, are you?
I'll start fiddling around with it.
Don Julio, don't.
What?
Just don't.
Well,
Don't. I gave my name for that thing. Don't play with it. It's not nice.
Okay. I mean, don't we need to solve it?
It's a component, yes, but don't solve it now. Bad things will happen. I'll be back.
Okay.
Just no.
All right. Yeah. I'll like put my hands up or my paws up, and I'll put it in my pocket.
Okay, you're like, all right, putting it away. For now.
And I guess Boblin.
Marsupial cat.
And Boblin's gonna go astral.
Okay, Boblin is going to go astral.
The moment Boblin goes astral, he's gonna start playing with the box again.
Yes. Okay.
I knew that was coming.
I was waiting for it. Okay, I'm going to need a couple of rolls here from both of you. We are going to start with Boblin because you're the first one. I need I'm thinking forceful roll from you, please. You're looking at you're trying to hit a 5. Come on, you guys been hitting 5 all night.
Unforceful. But this is using my magic, so yeah, that's a possibility.
Yes. Oh,
Thank God.
fuck off!
Damn.
Yeah, that's
Fuck.
God damn it! That's epic. I love that. I was like, I need an extreme number. Oh, I've got you, baby. So, yes.
how's an 8, bitch?
Good guy Foundry today.
Yeah. So we're even going to be getting. You're going to be getting a fucking boost out of this as well because you just succeeded with so much style. Entering into the astral plane is like staring into the sun from the surface of it. You can feel almost like the outer coating of your spiritual self almost instantly evaporating away, but somehow you hold yourself together. It comes and goes in waves. At times it feels like it's a pressure against you, just pushing and pushing, just like and then every once in a while, almost catching you off guard, it sucks everything back in towards the ruins itself, shooting. And this is something you don't see immediately from the outside, but in the astral plane, you see pulses of energy going up this beam, like packets of something being sent along it. And you realize that the beam itself is not light or electrical in nature. It is purely spiritual, but it is so concentrated, it's visible in the physical world.
That's so bothersome.
Now you're gonna get a boost out of this because you just fucking dealt with this. You are a master of this realm right now. What do you think would be a good aspect? And it's only going to apply to you.
Okay. Well, I was gonna say canceling the catastrophe, but
Pick astral.
How about master of the realm?
yeah, I'm good with that.
It only applies to you, and it's just you seem to really have a knack for some reason of dealing with whatever's going on here. Okay, Don Julio. I'm gonna assume this is a clever roll because you're attempting to actually solve the puzzle box. Extra impressive without opposable thumbs. So,
I will,
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I will try quite hard.
Okay, we are looking for where's my ladder? I thought I had the ladder in here. I'm gonna say we're gonna be looking for a 4 for the first step.
All right, come on, baby. Daddy needs a demon.
Oh my god. Yeah, all right. So, playing around with it, most of you were looking either at the beam or at Boblin, and that's when a couple of you just kind of out of the corner of your eye hear a click and then like a whirring sound as you see part of the puzzle box has moved. It's been lifted up, and it's slowly, he's somehow lifted it up by like holding the back between like his two back paws, and like with his two front paws he's like slid it up like some sort of knob and is slowly like turning it. You hear a click 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 click, and then he like starts pushing it, and you hear like almost like a hydraulic pressure plunger or something as he's pushing it, little electrical sparks running over as he's doing so. It looks like there's more to it, though.
Samwise's face is going to drift from his head to the side of his body just to glance over his shapeless body, just to look over at completely forgot your name.
Don Julio,
and just go whispering, "What are you doing, what?"
I can't hear him from the astral plane, right?
I'm actually in both realms at once.
Yeah, he can't physically interact with things, but he's still visible and audible in the physical realm.
I'll just be like, "Hey, look, buddy, I solved it."
It's like someone painted my body with Vanta Black.
You do know that you think that's only like step 1 of a multi-step process.
Oh, so there's still more puzzle to do?
There's still more to do, you think, yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep fiddling with it.
All right. Okay, well, while you're doing the next step, is anyone else doing anything?
No, Zeke's kind of like mesmerized by the giant beam.
Any good birds come by?
You know what? I'm gonna give you a chance. You never know. And these are like various sized birds, ranging from little tiny things to some birds with impressive wingspans. Like you're talking like a full albatross.
Yeah, I want one of those.
All right. You know what? Let's give you something. How are you trying to go about this? Are you like just like hovering in the tree, trying to blend into the tree and like waiting for your
waiting
turn?
for my moment. Absolutely.
I will give it to you sneaky then. We're gonna say it's a 5 because you're trying to catch birds that aren't really that close to the tree.
Well, someone's got to roll terribly.
Yeah, someone had to roll bad. That was bad. With a +3,
All right,
1.
I like break a branch and have to like recollect myself on a lower branch. And,
You do one of those things where you go to like jump forward and the branch breaks under you, so you just kind of like nothing in air, and then you like land on the branch below it. And you're like, oh fuck. Yeah, so you were unable to catch, and the bird just instantly veers away, startled by you, straight into the beam of light, and you hear like a almost like evaporating into a bug zapper. You do have a comatose cat on top of you.
Zeke. I'm not.
This is the smartest cat I've ever seen. He likes tacos. Oh, okay.
Oh boy!
You want me to like sit on him?
Oh, I don't really want to be sit on.
I don't want to sit on you either.
Hey, why am I here? Anyone?
What?
Why am I here?
We don't
have to save the world.
Oh, save the world! Oh boy!
I guess while we're waiting for news from our comatose friend, Samwise is going to continue to shape his body into more of a weapon form while he has a chance. So I'm going to try and create an advantage.
Okay. Well, with that,
taking out my claws and.
With that, then we're gonna go back to Boblin, who's the one that's really only seeing anything. Once again, it's blinding. Like, as much as there's light when you're in the physical realm, being in the astral, it's nothing but light around you. It's hard to make anything out. Until finally, there's like a couple of shadowed forms in front of the light, like between you and the light. And you can barely make them out because of how blinding it is. One of them with a great wingspan that suddenly snaps open, flies up. But there's another one, a very, very large one, that seems to grow in front of you.
Oh, bother.
And I'm going to give you a clever roll of 3 to sort of like suss out what sort of spiritual entity this is.
Okay. Well, let's see if we can figure this out.
Why do I think I already know what you're calling this thing?
Got a hunch.
Yeah.
Okay, that is indeed the mythical figure of Cthulhu.
Called it.
Hey, just a moment. Be right back.
But yes, there is definitely something manifesting from the energy there, and it seems to be heading out towards the cats. Now, I'm also going to give you a reminder of what you said, or how you were told that you should save the world by stopping this breach, is you needed Lord Scrapjack to somehow channel it with the box. He's the one that's supposed to be using the box. However, you figure that he can't really do that if there's some sort of large eldritch entity coming out at the same time. So, what would you like to do to react to this situation?
Oh, well, you know, cats like toys. Cats like to chase prey. See if I can't get this thing to chase me.
Okay. Okay. All right. Well, how are you trying to get its attention to chase you?
I'm gonna turn myself red and start darting back and forth.
All right. So this small red dot amidst this blinding white light, and yeah, I'm gonna say that's probably clever because you're picking the right thing.
He GC'd.
Oh god damn it. All right, we are. Oh, is he back?
I'm back.
Discord hates you tonight.
It does. It does. It just dump it out. Anyways, I'm gonna turn red and dash back and forth.
Okay, clever roll for me, please.
Clever.
And you know, I'm gonna do a clever in response. Okay, so he's noticing you, but it's not yet drawing him to you.
Does Boblin get the magic bonus?
Yeah, you know what? I would give you the magic bonus. Yeah, you know what? That makes sense.
So 6.
6. Okay, in that case, I do have some work to do here. Okay, so I am first of all gonna reset my fate points. Then the DM, I can do that. And I'm going to burn a fate point, and I'm going to do truly an alien monster. So that's going to bring me up to a 4. Then I'm going to burn another fate point, and I'm going to invoke a mad mind beyond comprehension, bringing me up to a 6.
All right. I'm going to counter with I'm going to leverage my own aspect, Master of the Realm.
Oh, yeah, that's a free one. That's gone. That brings you to... So you're 2 ahead of him now.
Yeah.
Okay, well, with that, I'm not going to fight that further. You begin to lure him away from the beam, whatever it is. Although still nearby, he is yours very slowly luring him away. Yeah, with that, we are going to go into a conflict.
Yay.
As this thing is now going after you. However, this thing is powerful enough that as it leaves the presence of the beam, you guys can see it physically manifest. It's also sort of dual-natured. It's so overwhelming.
Oh my god.
As this like 4 or 5 story tall, you know what, why don't we actually do this smarter? Let's there we go. That's better. That's better.
There we go.
I think we're gonna need a bigger puzzle box.
Oops, wrong button. There we go. Okay. Now, I'm gonna actually give Boblin first go, just because he was the first one to sort of initiate everything that's going on here. And Cthulhu second go. Who do we think would be the next person to react after that?
I mean, Samwise is getting ready for a fight.
Sure, Samwise seems pretty set up for it. I'm gonna say Samwise.
Also, I'm already dual-natured myself, so flip in both realms, much like this thing.
I'm thinking next is probably gonna be Shoehorn, Zeke, or Grigori.
Yeah, I can go next.
Zeke? Okay. No, not 117, just 17. There we go.
I know part of you is about to be discussing the puzzle box with Don
Right.
Julio.
So you're thinking
I
maybe
guess
Shoehorn
well,
next.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Shoehorn.
was going to be like, hey, you sure we should be doing that here right now?
Actually, we'll do Lord Scrapjack next.
Again, we can always just shoehorn in anywhere, so.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. Fitz is there protecting. I'd say Fitz probably. And then I'd say, like, would you agree with me that Don Julio is probably going to go last?
Yeah, I mean, like, he's fairly distracted as it is with the puzzle box, and probably now, like, he's also distracted from the puzzle box as he's, like, his eyes are darting, watching, like, his friend who's now a red light running around, like, uh-oh.
Okay, Boblin, you're the... well, basically, I'm going to skip Boblin and Cthulhu. That's basically what their turns were that. Boblin turned into the dot, distracted him, and started luring him away, and Cthulhu's turn was basically to start chasing Boblin. As such. So, we're going to go to Samwise. Samwise, especially with your preternatural awareness, you can sort of sense a little bit more than what's going on. You're getting a bit of a pressure headache because of being here. But what are you doing?
Yeah, I am prepping myself for a fight because I may be able to sense that it's chasing Boblin around, and Boblin's done something to catch its attention somehow. So, all right. I think Boblin's giving us some time, I'll say to the other ones. So we best suss out what we're supposed to do to fix that and get it all sorted as I continue to just, again, weaponize my form. So yeah, I'm going to create advantage by increasing my claws and sharpening them for razor claws.
Okay, all right. Creating an advantage. Yeah. Go ahead and roll for me here. Right. We would say it is probably clever because you're setting yourself up for future success.
He's being very careful about
it. Well, okay.
That's a +2.
Oh, right, because magic. Okay, in that case, you are going to get a boost out of it. I was like, it's not very good, but yeah, no, you'll get a boost out of it. This one is tied just to you, of course. We'll just say sharpened claws.
Yep.
Sounds good. Free invoke. Make it green. Tag. It is a boost, and it is Samwise. All right. Let's change this to like combat here. There we go. Combat music. Okay, that's gonna be you as you're molding yourself for some future successes. Zeke, what you doing, bud?
So, I was there when they were having the conversation, so I would know, like, we need to get the box to Scrapjack here.
Yeah, you know something about Scrapjack needs to use the box somehow. You don't know if you have to open it first or what. You just know there's something about Scrapjack using the box to channel energy, is what you were told.
Okay, and I'm looking at a big beam of energy, so Zeke, he's not the sharpest crayon in the toolbox, but he can put 2 and 2 together. He'll look at Grigori, and Don Julio will be like, bring the box! And he'll run over to Scrapjack and just, like, pick him up like a kitten and just start running towards the front of the rooms.
Okay, so you're just bringing him over into the ruins. He's like, oh boy! Time to go save the world! Tacos! Like the battle cry. Tacos! Okay.
And that'll be me.
Okay. All right. So you bring him in, basically getting him set up. It's like fucking getting Lilu set up in the middle of the Fifth Element channeling chamber. Shoehorn.
Okay, so I see a giant monster heading off in one direction.
Yeah, it seems to be chasing something on the ground that you're not making out in like quick jerky motions, but it's so large it doesn't feel like quick jerky motions.
There's like slight tremors every time he like smacks the ground.
Yeah, just
We have a lot of options here. I guess I'm gonna Okay, I won't be able to do that. That's too outrageous. I guess I'm just gonna try to take down another albatross.
what's too outrageous? All right, well, let's take down the albatross. Remember, it's fate. Nothing's too outrageous, but we'll try to the albatross. All right, Shoehorn.
I'm still waiting for my moment. I want to get a big bird.
Okay, I'm gonna give you sneaky again, because once again, you're kind of just butt wiggling, like blending in with the tree. I'm gonna give you sneaky on that one.
Okay. Here's my roll.
They're sort of scattering around because of the creature here. A lot more birds in the air. So, you know what? I'm going to give you that. It is an albatross, though, so it's not so much like you caught it as you're on it.
Excellent. Can I not use then maybe my death from above to get a +2 and drag it to the ground?
You could, yes, sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that, but I'm not going to kill it. I'm literally just subduing this bird and pinning it to the dirt.
Just subduing. You're not trying to steer it anywhere or anything, right?
Just get it on the ground and kind of pin it.
Okay, all right. I'll give you that. You get the albatross to sort of glide down to the ground, not fast enough that you hurt yourself, but like fast enough that there's a good jarring motion as you get down to the bottom.
I've got a feline fall. Nothing dropping from great heights bothers me. Okay, I've got myself a bird. I'm just gonna say, I've got to, let's just say, a quick getaway.
Yeah, it's still alive. You could theoretically ride it away like fucking Gandalf and the Eagles or some shit.
Damn straight. That's what I was thinking. I've got myself a ride. That's my turn.
Okay. All right.
What are you, the rescuers?
Actually, the fact that you got a bird actually gives me an idea to help the situation.
There we go. All right. Lord Scrapjack, he's just sort of sitting there going, oh, what do I do?
Wouldn't it be like an aspect we have a bird?
Oh, yeah. You know what? Sorry. That does make
carpet
sense. Ride?
I don't know what you want to call it.
New aspect. You only just made it, so it's not like free boosts on it or anything, but we got a bird. Herb.
Bird's the word.
Bird is
Yeah.
the word? Okay, bird is the word. That's just better. That's just better. This is an advantage. Nope, not global. Okay, there you go. Bird is the word is an advantage. It's an aspect. So that means it doesn't go away when it doesn't have any uses on it. Okay, yeah, and Lord Scrapjack on his turn he like looks at Zeke and he's like, oh, what do I do now? Do I just like stick my paw in it?
No, you need the box.
Oh.
Get that box over here.
Oh. Zets, what are you doing?
It's going to sneak up Hulu and up its
Okay.
up to the head
All right.
where it can go.
So you're gonna scamper up the back of Cthulhu towards the head.
Yes.
Awesome. That's some epic shit. Wow. Okay. I would like a quick roll from you, please, just because you are just trying to scale this large creature. Oh, geez. Okay, that's really good.
Nice.
Yes, you do manage to very carefully, and that's basically your turn because it's like a multi-story large creature.
Oh, yes.
But you managed to get onto the head, and it seems to barely notice you up there right now. But yeah, you
I'm
are.
doing the
Yeah, it's got like a thick rubbery hide to it. So it's fairly easy to sort of dig your claws in. You don't think it's going to be able to easily shake you off. And you are between some of the tentacles on its head, and you are ready to do some shit to it. All right. Next, Grigori.
Let's see. Well,
Redo the coloring on my camera.
I'm assuming Don Julio heard him bring the puzzle box, so I'm not too worried about it. I'm gonna head closer to the ruins with the energy there. There's been a lot of, shit going on, funky energy, birds and stuff. Are there any like dead birds nearby that look like they died recently?
Yeah, I'd say not all the birds died from going into the energy beam. Some of them just, as they're circling around, like hit the building too hard and just sort of flopped to the ground.
Because I had the idea that as a warden, I will use one of these fresh kills to try and ward this area.
Oh, I like
It's
that.
been lured out of it.
Okay, yeah, so you go over and like start disassembling a bird to ward the area. Okay, all right. I would like you to make a careful roll for me, of course adding your magic to it.
Okay.
As you begin to do this ritual with this dead bird to ward the area. So not too bad, that's a 4. So yeah, basically you eviscerate this bird, draw some runes and designs around it and whatnot, and slam your paw down, and there's this like I wouldn't say energy sphere, like you can just sense something just sort of arise over the building, although it doesn't seem to be able to actually fully enclose at the top where this energy beam is coming out. Mm-hmm. But you do have at least this circular barrier around the place that, I mean, you're not sure if it would stop this monstrosity, but it sure as hell helps slow it down. So we are going.
I'm hoping for.
We're going to add a new aspect here, new advantage. The Great Barrier. How's that sound? Just
Works for me.
barrier, sure. All right, barrier. It is advantage. Boom, boom. Yeah. Giving you more things to invoke if need be. Sweet.
Precisely.
Don Julio, what would you like to do today?
Don Julio sees the team moving and hears them call for him to bring the box, and he starts moving with the box.
Okay, you know that it's supposed to be Lord Scrapjack that saves does something with the box and saves the box and stuff like that. But I mean, this is a really cool box, you know? So I'm offering you a fate point as a greedy namer, saying that, I mean, you've got the box. Why don't you keep the box? Would you like to use a fate point and say, no, I'm going to power through and actually do the right thing? Or do you want to accept the fate point and hesitate for a while, wondering if you should really give up this box?
Why shouldn't I? Why shouldn't I keep it?
Oh no.
It's mine.
Precious.
Yeah, I've got. You know what? I think I've got this mechanism working. Actually, if I'm gonna give it to him, I might as well give it to him with the puzzle completed. So I guess I'll just keep going.
Awesome. Sweet. I love it. So give yourself a fate point and make a clever roll for me to see if you can unlock the next stage of this puzzle box.
You got it, dude.
Oh shit.
Wow.
Okay. You succeed with style, actually. The next stage, the puzzle box actually gets easier to open as you go along. So you succeed with style, unlocking the next 2 stages, and there's only 3, so you completely unlock this puzzle box. This puzzle box is a special puzzle box. This one it doesn't just open and like grow flat or anything, or like opened up and whatever. As it opens, it turns into something. It's long, and it opens up all these like almost like spindly little arms of some kind, and it's like this like almost like an open trap, it looks like, but it's not very big. Like it would barely close around like a cat's paw, for example.
Huh.
And as a quick anything, do you do anything with this?
I'm really curious. Like I'm observing it.
Okay. All right. Moving on.
I'll hold it up and say, "Look, I got it."
Okay. As soon as you touch it, it clamps down painfully on you, and you hear a click, 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 click as each one of the little like spindly legs things wraps around you like this mechanical gauntlet that is slowly unfolding itself, working itself up your one paw and then arm, and eventually covering most of your body.
Oh my god! Oh no!
So yeah, I mean, you're considered to have armor too while it's on top of the other stuff that you don't know about. Boblin.
Oh goody. Oh joy, oh rapture.
So you have the building-sized thing now homed in on you.
Good. That's exactly what I wanted. Yeah. We're gonna lead it for a merry chase.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean, that sounds like a quick roll to me. So I would like you to make a quick roll for me, please.
And that's plus magic, yes, because I am astral.
Yeah, I'll give the plus magic. So that's gonna be a 6. So he is doing this, and he is adding his shaping onto it as it is his arm extends to come meet you. That adds a 4, so he is a 7 actually. As this large creature's already like extensive arm seems to stretch with this like rubbery tentacle like feeling to it and heading towards you. Now obviously it's not his turn, he's not actually doing anything, you just know that it's proving harder to escape him and lead him on than you'd think. Did you want to do anything?
Good question. I think, you know what? I think it's probably best that I'm gonna burn fate point for reroll.
Okay. Yeah, because you only have the +1. All right, go ahead and burn it for reroll. What are you invoking? What aspect?
Quest for vengeance.
Okay. So you know that this is one of the eldritch entities that have brought about the fall of the cat parliament.
Yeah.
Go ahead and do another quick roll for me. Oh, there you go. There you go. Much better.
Nice.
Okay, so now you're at an 8. So you're beating it, or you're well exceeding it. So yes, you are not only leading it on. Well, actually, I would say it's probably an overcome roll. So yeah, you're leading it away. It's not noticing what's going on, and you have overcome, and you're actually able to keep it going. It's being led away further and further from the ruins.
Yay!
Yay! I've got it to look at me. Fuck. Cthulhu. So with that, realizing it had to move forward and can't just stretch from where it was, it actually has moved on, but it's trying to catch the dot. It is trying to catch the dot. It is going to quickly try to snap out and like catch the dot. So I'm going to say that's a quick roll on its thing. So how are you going to defend yourself against this?
Well, I'm clever, so when he comes to grab me, I'm just gonna duck behind something.
Okay, so you're going to use the environment to your advantage. That clever does seem right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You know, like any good red dot does.
Okay, go ahead and roll your clever for me.
Okay.
And I'll get quick. No, you're still beating him by 1. You're good.
All right.
Yeah, no, he's
Even with a -3.
even with a -3, he's oh no, sorry, you have a 0. Never mind. I was reading the wrong bit. No, he's beating you by 2. So he is currently trying to catch you. He's currently dealing 2 stress to you. Did you want to invoke anything?
I don't have any pay points.
Oh. Ooh.
I only have the 1.
Oh, right. You only had the 1 fate point. You've already burnt it today, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm the
Okay.
only one with a free invoke.
Yeah, and I don't. Yeah, there's no free invoke. So in that case, yes, he is going to. Well, thankfully it's not a ton, but he is indeed going to deal 2 stress to you. Eat that how you will, whether it's a consequence or stress box.
I think I'm just gonna do a stress box.
Alrighty.
So the 2, yeah.
Yep. So the 2 stress box. So with that, there's a big crash, and it's enough that it sort of tumbles you a little bit, slightly disorients you. It doesn't hurt you or anything, but you do, like, even though you're astral, it's tiring doing this. Moving on. Samwise.
Yep.
What up?
Okay, so I've got an armored kitty to one side, the ruins and the rest of the party to the other side. There's a cat on Cthulhu, and Cthulhu is tearing up the countryside of this island trying to catch a red dot.
Mm-hmm.
Which I'm slightly aware of.
Yes, because of your preternatural awareness.
Yeah. Okay. Do I do something or do I continue powering up? Oof.
Well, my suggestion is, since Namek's going to be destroyed in 5 minutes, just keep powering up.
Yeah.
5 minutes later, aka 37 episodes later.
Muffin button. Yeah. You know what? I'm going to go over to Don Julio and just drag him by his armored-covered ear over to the ruins.
Okay. Yeah, sure. I mean, he's significantly heavier now, but not, like, Not so much that you can't move him around, but yeah, you start drag Don Julio over to the ruins. Fucking Iron Cat there. All right.
I don't know how you got yourself into this, I'll say, between gritted fangs. But you're gonna get yourself out of that, because I'm pretty sure that has to go on the special one.
It's poking my spleen.
It does seem to be like going inside of you somehow.
Yeah.
Not through one of the normal entrances. So Don Julio, you're allowing yourself.
Words of wisdom.
Go ahead.
About, what's the old words of wisdom about curiosity and our kind again? Curiosity killed the cat, ain't it?
I just wanted to complete a puzzle. I just wanted to feel important, man.
Well, you did it. And there's your prize.
But there's
So you're allowing yourself to be dragged then?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
He's too busy just screaming in pain.
Ow! Why? Ow! All right. So you've brought him basically over to Lord Scrapjack and sort of like got him in position. Zeke.
Oh, and I would have had to drop my shatter to do so, so I'm back physically.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah.
You goddamn do a thing.
Zeke, if you don't mind, if you could take care of this bird, I've got the idea.
Are you sure? Yeah, I can do that. Zeke will come over and kill the bird.
No. I'm gonna stop you before you kill it.
Okay.
Keep it alive. Just don't let it run away.
Why do we need a bird for?
You never know when we need a quick move.
Zeke will sit
quick
on the
launch.
Okay.
bird.
All right. So you sit on the bird and just sort of stop. It's stunned, so it's not struggling or anything right at this moment. Like when he dropped it, he got it good enough that he didn't kill it, but he stunned it really good. So you were able to pin it without basically any problems. Okay. Well, in that case, Shoehorn, what are you doing?
Well, I'm gonna use some of my skills here. It's rare that Shoehorn really gets to showcase this talent of his. But
Okay.
Seeing that there's a metallic, exoskeleton growing around Don Julio, Shoehorn is going to use his literally his aggressive cuddling skills, as well as the fact that he shoehorns himself to every situation. And he is going to literally slither in between the exoskeleton and Don Julio and blast it off.
You want to basically crawl inside the armor thing instead of him. Okay.
I'm going to aggressively cuddle my way, as well as shoehorn my way, in between him and the exoskeleton to get it off.
I fucking love it. Okay, you're gonna aggressively cuddle someone so hard you're gonna pop them out of armor. Sure.
Yep.
You know what? It's fate.
Yep.
This is gonna happen. Okay, maybe. We'll see. So you're gonna aggressively cuddle him. I would kind of say it's forceful.
Sure.
Yeah.
I would say it's forceful. It unfortunately Seeker doesn't, so you can't really use magic for it. Yeah, just make a forceful roll. We're looking at, it can't be easy. We're looking at a 4.
It's a big number, but it's okay. I will do what I can here, but forceful to start.
Okay, not a bad start. Not a bad start. So it's proving difficult. I mean, it's not only tight on him, but you think there may be even little spiky bits in it that are sort of latched onto him.
All right, so I can use another free aspect then, right?
You can
bump it up.
If you've got anything free, you can use it. If you want to spend more fate points to invoke an aspect, you can do that.
But I'm probably gonna have to use everything I can. So I'm gonna use my other free aspect. I shoehorn myself into every situation.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So you can spend a fate point to up it by 2, which will indeed do that. And Don Julio, you're not fighting this, I'm assuming, right?
No.
Okay. It is excruciatingly painful, but you are popped out. There's just like a bit of a tearing sound as some of your some chunks of fur are left behind. And you've got a couple of spots along your body in like symmetrical patterns that seem to have taken like little bit of chunks out of your hide. And Shoehorn, you are now basically wearing the armor. You have popped him out, but then the armor suddenly clamps down tightly upon you.
Oh, it's not. I want to. Can I spend more fate points to try to like pop it off me? Like I want to aggressively slam it off. I didn't want to just like slip in and slip him out. I wanted to like blast it off.
Okay. You've got to get yourself to a point where it is, you're succeeding with style, basically. So, you are, yeah. Well, you invoke one more thing. What would you like to invoke that you think would make sense?
In this case, I'm not freaking sure. Okay.
Is there a way that I can help him because he's assisting me?
Yes, you can invoke an aspect to assist him, even though it's not your turn.
Well, yeah, I will invoke. I'll use a fate point to invoke protective of family.
Okay, all right. So as you're getting popped out, and it looks like it's about to like clamp onto at least part of him, almost turning inside and out, so it would flip over to go onto him. You at that point sort of push off of him, giving him that extra boost he needs to get out of the way of it, as it just sort of writhes on the ground, almost like a live animal made of metal.
Nice.
There you go. There we go.
A scrapperjack. I think that's a taco. Go and taste it.
Oh, a taco! I'm gonna save the world! And with that, the thing clamps onto him. And he's like, "Oh God!" Oh, why does it hurt? I don't like tacos anymore. That's actually his turn.
Spicy taco.
So, with that, Lord Scrapjack, in pain as he's like, the thing like clamps onto him, stumbles around, and it stumbles like into the beam, where his eyes light up like he's suddenly like battery powered, and the beam actually cancels. It's like coming out of the ground, hits the armor, and then just seems to be dissipating. But you're guessing that this is probably a process that might take a hot second. So something is happening. The energy is going somewhere, but it's no longer going where it was. Lord Scrapjack is like vibrating, and you hear like poops coming out one end, and he's like, he starts to vomit a little bit as he's just like there, like light just almost looks like white fire coming out of like his eyes and every orifice, and he seems to be channeling it just like you were hoping. Fitz, you're on top of Cthulhu.
I am a big strong.
You're a big strong cat.
With my paw, hold on like crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Front right paw, I'm gonna start trying to find.
Oh, I like that. Okay, so you're trying to make it easier for Boblin hopefully to live through this shit, yes, by blinding the monster, by trying to poke as many of his eyes as you can.
Yes.
I like it. Okay. This would be, what do you think would be a good roll for this one?
Quick or forceful?
I'm thinking quick.
I'm thinking.
Yeah, go ahead and make a quick roll for me. And you have Scrapper. Once per scene after a successful attack against something larger than you on the scale ladder, you can spend a fate point. Oh, never mind. That's if you're dealing stress. You're trying to do an advantage here. Okay. Okay, and he is just trying to carefully extract you. Okay, so far, yeah. Okay, so you have messed with his vision. You get a free boost on it. So we're gonna call it
Eye poke.
Cthulhu. Yeah, whatever. eye poke.
No. Cataracts.
Yes.
Yes.
And get a fate point there, Malik. That's just too fucking good. It's just too fucking good. All right, and then it is a boost.
The cat puns are strong.
That was too good. Cataracts. My gosh, that's the best boost of the night so far. Okay, so yeah, you've started clawing at its eyes, and although it has a lot of eyes, which makes it difficult, you are definitely impeded a lot. Plus, it's distracted at something that is clawing at its fucking eyes. You don't think you're permanently hurting it, but you are definitely making it a lot harder to catch Boblin, or even distracting it further. You don't know. Grigori.
Grigori's not exactly sure what he's going to do right now. Let's see. Let me see. Tough call. I mean, I can't fight this giant cat monster thing. Not effectively. I
mean, Fitz is certainly trying.
Yeah. This is true. What do I got here for my stunts?
Yep.
I mean, Lord Scrapjack or whatever his name is going through some shit right now. I guess maybe could I use my I feel your pain to try and help keep him a little like calmer in this situation?
Okay, so you're trying to assist him with channeling it. I like it. Okay, go ahead and roll versus let's see here. I'm gonna say this is careful, probably, because you're trying to like channel some of that pain to yourself. And because it's I feel your pain. You normally transfer a consequence. He doesn't have a consequence, but I would allow you to sort of use that same thing to sort of act as a way to comfort him. Roll a careful for me. All right. So you have assisted him, and although some of the mechanics are sort of hidden at the moment, he is actually doing something on his turn every round, and you're actually giving him a benefit to it now. So it's going to happen a bit faster. Sweet. Don Julio.
Like, completely freaked out as to what's happening to Lord Scrapjunk. Was that gonna happen to me? Was that gonna happen to me? Hey, was that gonna happen to me?
Thaylon, I think you would have just died.
Oh God! It was a really neat puzzle, though, I gotta say.
You got it.
All right. You need to take like a couple deep breaths, turn around, and see like everybody else like starting to attack. The big thing is like, I gotta do my part. I'm gonna start booting it towards Cthulhu.
Okay, you're gonna start booting it towards Cthulhu. Okay, yeah. I mean, it's been traveling for a little while, but I'm gonna say if you're like spending your entire round just booking it, you can basically get to like the base of the monster.
Cool. I'm gonna want to attack its lower parts later on, anyways, so that works for me.
There you go. All right, Boblin.
Oh, goody. Boblin is going to continue to keep Cthulhu's attention and keep him following me. Keep your eye on me, you big galoot.
The ones that are remaining.
Okay, so this will be another overcome roll. I'm assuming clever. One's gonna adding magic.
Yeah, because I'm trying to keep 2 steps ahead of this however I can.
It's a good thing you add a +4 to that.
Yeah.
Okay, 6 versus. I mean, he's oddly enough not terribly clever. Okay, good. So yes, you're not succeeding with style because of what he has, but you are still succeeding in drawing him away despite everything going on, the beam being deflected. He actually, you've distracted him enough, he hasn't even noticed the beam stopped, which is what you needed. So yeah, moving on. Cat Thulu. Boblin's calling in his eyes, but it's enough that it's distracting him, but Boblin is, or Fitz is doing that, but Boblin is distracting him with that. So I'm going to say he's going to reach out and he's going to try and swipe at Boblin. I don't need the target. It's not D&D. So he is just with this large meaty fist just slamming down in the area, trying to crush everything around you. How are you defending yourself in this situation?
I'm gonna have to say that I'm quickly getting at, because I mean, there aren't any like holes for me to jump in, and you know, if I wink out, it might not keep his attention.
But what are you doing?
I'm going to, you know what? I'm going to confuse him. I'm going to quickly rush towards him.
Okay. All right. Like that crazy cat and the bear. So you're just like, you suddenly spin and just, you're rushing towards him. I'm going to say that's quick as your defense then.
Okay.
Now you're in astral form still. I'm still going to give you your magic because that is making you even quicker than normal.
Okay. Oh, that's a good thing.
That is pretty damn. That's actually not the greatest, but so 2. So
I got a 4.
Yeah, you got 4. Yeah, he's not hitting you yet, so I've got some points to spend here. So I'm gonna -1 and gonna invoke truly an alien monster. As his arm twists and bends in weird, almost non-Euclidean ways, and when trying to hit you. That brings him to a 4. So he's only tying you now. And I am going to invoke another one for truly massive size, bringing him to a 6. He's currently beating you by 2. And you have no fate points, right?
And I have no fate point.
Okay.
But you do have a free boost.
Oh, there's a free boost, isn't there? Yes, there's a free boost. Thanks to the cat on its eyes, cataracts. All right.
Yes.
All right. So you're gonna use the cataracts then to.
Yes.
Okay. So getting rid of cataracts, it's having a hard time seeing where you are to pin you down, bringing you once again to even. Well, I still got points to burn here. Not a lot left, but we're gonna go with Mad Mind Beyond Comprehension, as it uses its otherworldly abilities to try and see through what's going on anyways, using its tentacles and as its own separate brains to try and flag you down. Once again, still going back to dealing 2 beating you by 2. I think that's all we can do. So he will end up dealing 4 stress to you. So I forgot he's counted as having weapon 2. Because he's so big.
Yeah, he is a bit big, isn't he? I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna take a moderate consequence.
All right. Now he's coming down to crush you. What do you think is a good moderate consequence?
Crushed spirit? That's literally what's happening here. Since he's in astral form.
Yeah.
A bout of depression.
Yeah, what do you think of crushed spirit? That one's pretty good. Or disrupted energies or something like that.
Yeah, I'm fine with either.
Go
any
ahead
of
and
those.
write in whatever you think would make sense there. I'll let you determine.
We're gonna go with crushed spirit.
Crushed spirit. Okay, sounds good.
When in doubt, go literal.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. You don't have to be super creative every time. Sometimes just saying what it is pretty good too. Okay, Samwise.
All right. Okay, do I bolt off to join in that fray, or do I stay here and guard Scrapjack?
We put Scrapjack there. There we go. Scrapjack is once again still in the beam. You hear him like, oh!
Yeah, I'm one of the only people here who can actually deal with spirits itself, if any come out, so I am going to stay here and guard Scrapjack while essentially focusing my preternatural awareness on essentially the area around us for anything that'll try to potentially stop us. Or we're in the yin game, essentially. I'm not taking any chances.
All right. Okay. All right. So you're guarding him as a just-in-case scenario,
Yep.
which is not a bad idea. Zeke.
I don't know if that's like creating advantage or anything, but
it's not at the moment, but basically I would give you a free roll if something comes in. It's almost like delaying your turn, basically.
all right.
Zeke.
Okay. I am going to burn my last fate point to declare a scene aspect.
Okay. What's the scene
Or
aspect?
declare like a
Declare story detail. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Zeke kind of like looks over at Cthulhu, who's kind of like chasing around something. All the other cats are trying to help, and he's sitting on this bird. He's like, I gotta do something. He's like, I'm not a spectator. I'm a warrior. Let's go. And he bats the bird on the head, and the bird suddenly wakes up and just takes off while Zeke's on the back of it. It's like screaming aloud, trying to steer this thing towards Cthulhu.
You know what? I'll give it to you. So the story aspect is basically the bird is not as stunned as it at first appeared to be, and would be indeed rideable.
It's not a bird, it's a plane.
You know what? Yeah, I'll give it no roll necessary. Yeah. So Zeke's flying around. Is there? Yeah, there we go.
Nice.
Yeah.
Just screaming his full head on.
New Rescuers movie. Rescuers all fucking over in Scotland.
I imagine it's probably going to take me a bit to get to where Cthulhu is, so that'll be my turn.
Yeah. All right. Shoehorn. What's
Gotta mute
shoehorn?
myself.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I don't have an answer anyways, though. I am going to, I guess, how far away? Like, is it going to take me a full move just to get caught up on the ground to Cthulhu? Cthulhu?
It would, yeah, because you were still by the tree originally or whatever. Technically, you'd be like over like closer where the guys are. So I would say it probably would take you a round to get up to them.
Okay.
Because you were relatively close to where Don Julio was.
You know, this is, desperate times call for desperate measures. I'm going to use my very weak seeking skill here. I'm going to try to do some, what do they call it, prognostication.
Okay.
And I want to try to figure out which way that whole melee will turn so I can cut it off at the pass and catch up faster.
You know what? I'll give it to you. I like that. So that'll be clever. Roll clever. Add your magic to it for me as you attempt to sense the force to figure out which way this is going.
My clever is not very good. Shoehorn's dumb, but it's a flat roll with a +2, which ultimately there it is.
It's a plus one.
Add 2 to that, so
Okay.
it's a +1.
Okay, it's enough that I would let you just catch up to them.
All
For
right.
sure.
I mean, I would have then, anyways. This is a waste of time. But okay.
No. I mean, catch up to them and still get to do something.
Oh, nice. Oh, okay, perfect.
Basically, I'm saying you succeeded. Sorry, I missed. I didn't say it clear enough.
All right.
It is enough that I would let you. You're only sensing which direction you're going. It's not like you're sensing like important futuristic details or anything. So I would allow you, since with that roll and everything, to say go ahead and you kind of boost yourself to get there a little bit faster. So you can still do something.
I guess I'm gonna like literally like try to like jump out of the like from behind a rock or something right at Cthulhu and see if I can surprise it.
Okay.
Just out of nowhere, this cat comes flying at its face.
And what is your end goal here when surprising him? Are you trying to create an advantage and like actually like surprise
like,
thing?
Just stun him, you know, like literally something he didn't see, the corner of his eye all of a sudden is just like flying at him.
Sneaky sounds pretty good then. Grand Theft Bird.
Here's a sneaky roll.
Sneaky cat.
Not a great one.
Because you knew which way they were going magically, I'm allowing you to add your magic bonus onto it.
Oh, so now it's a 4.
Because you knew where to go.
Cool.
That's half the benefit of getting there. So I'm allowing that. So that was actually
so
a 4.
From behind a rock, like I'm just like completely spread out, like paws and arms in every direction, like.
All right. It startles him enough, and I'm not going to spend a fate point on that. You're going to succeed. You've got a 4. He's got a 1. That's 3. You're succeeding with style, which so you're going to get 3 free boosts on it instead of 1. What do we want to call this? Just startled?
Yeah. Actually, no. I'm going to say attack of the pussy and the testicles.
Sneaky cat.
I'm saying attack the tentacles.
That's the name of the boost?
Sure, who cares?
How about we just go? I like sneaky cat.
It's fine.
All right. Because it's got to be like a descriptive thing so people can invoke it, right?
Yeah, no, that's fine. Otherwise, it wouldn't make sense. You forget what you play.
You can say that when it happens, but yeah, I just needed like a descriptive term. All right. And it's got 3 free uses on it because you succeeded with style. It's nice. Like you actually managed to, I mean, to be perfectly honest, like if like most people as big as we are get startled if like a mouse or a rat suddenly comes out of nowhere and like, eh! And you're like, oh God. Well, I mean, that's what you just did to this thing, right? Same size scale. It's you startle it and it's like, okay.
I've seen people flip tables for a friggin' spider.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Lord Scrapjack, with assistance no less, once again, just he seems to be. It's weird. It's almost like his physical shape is sort of like warping a little bit, and you just keep hearing the like. And then like it's just you don't know how like he should have run out of air by now. You not know how this screaming has continued on, but nevertheless that means you used all of the stress boxes. Look at consequences left. It's weird. First of all, the cat Cthulhu. I think that's this. Seems to have shrunk in size slightly.
Ooh, now he's only 20 feet tall.
And it seems to be withering a little bit, which gives it pause, but it's got so much happening to it right now. It doesn't look like it would immediately start heading back.
Doesn't it already have pause?
Oh, I hate you.
Get out.
I know.
Get a fate point. Have a fucking fate point. And yeah, so something is channeling. It looks like whatever was empowering this thing seems to be diverted somehow. Fitz, you're on its head. Its head is suddenly much smaller than it used to be.
That's good because face here after wall.
Oh, you're gonna scream directly in its ear, just
right
like.
I am going to get earworm.
Oh my god, I love it. Okay. All right. I am going to say flashy. This is gonna be a flashy roll for me, please.
Oh, nice.
That's a good roll. Fuck, I don't even know what I respond with. careful.
When in doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they're it's like trying to willfully like ignore the sound.
Oh,
Oh my god.
no.
Whoa. Okay, so you're trying to like disorient it even further with the.
But calm as well.
Were you trying to create an advantage for everybody, or were you trying to
Yes.
cause stress to
Yes.
it? Create an advantage. Okay, and then causing it auditory pain and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm confused.
Okay. Well, you succeed with style.
Thank you.
With style, which means you're gonna get 3 free uses on this. Caterwall, okay. Oh no. I don't know. Whatever, it's good enough. Boop, boop.
It's an Oasis song, isn't it?
Yep.
Oh,
Wonderwall.
not anymore. Okay. Wow, you guys are racking some shit up here. All right. Okay. Oh, and I'm gonna say that since you're using the bird, I'm gonna say that actually no, the advantage is still there because you're on the bird. That makes sense. Okay, yeah, wow, that was very effective. That attack was super effective. And moving on to Grigori. What are you doing there, bud?
He's far enough away, so I'm just gonna spend my time booking it to get to him.
Okay. All right, so you're just charging through the Scottish wasteland.
Yep.
Catching up to this big thing.
Yeah. Book it over to him, and
Speaking of someone that's
more fighting.
already there, Don Julio.
I'm gonna start slicing at the back of its legs.
Okay, all right. He seems disoriented as fuck. Let's do this. How are you slicing at the back of his legs?
I'm just gonna try and claw it. Just straight up street cat, just like going straight for it, like he's a scratch.
So a rat, a mad dash of a bunch of different claws and stuff. So we're gonna say quick, I guess.
Okay.
And feel free if you ever think it should be another stat. Feel free to let me know. If you can convince me.
I was just gonna ask, wouldn't it be something like forceful?
Sure, yeah. If you're like trying to like power through the skin or something like that. I thought it just was like a bunch of like small slashes or something. That's just
No,
quick.
I'm trying to do like significant damage to
Okay.
it's like almost like trying to cut its Achilles.
Do it up. Go ahead. Forceful sounds good. It's the beauty of fate. If you can convince me of it, feel free, haggle.
Nice.
All right. Well, yeah, he's a big tough mother, so I'm gonna say forceful for him as well. Oh my god.
Zulu, you kind of suck today.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you're beating him by 4. Is that where we're leaving it?
No, I'm going to put a fate point into it to add +2.
Okay. All right. What are you invoking? What aspect?
Can you bring up the aspects thing?
Sure.
Thank you.
And remember, you do have a couple with free ones that don't need any fate points.
Oh, sharpened claws? Or is that just for Samwise? It's just for Samwise.
That's just for Samwise, but Sneak a Cat and Caterwall are both have free ones on it because he's being sort of disoriented.
No, you know what? I'll spend the fate point and I'll use the last defense against the darkness.
Okay. All right. So you're just trying to power through knowing that this is it. This is what you need to do to save the planet.
Yeah.
Okay. I am, in response, I was going to spend a fate point. This is a truly alien monster, and trying to get through it is more difficult than you thought it would be. I mean, you're still beating it by 4, but now you're not beating it by 6.
Well then I'm going to spend another fate point to use Sneak a Cat since I am sneaking up on it.
Oh, you don't have to. Sneak Cat's free. There's
Sneak a Cat's
3.
free.
Yeah, there's 3 uses on it. You should be.
Oh yeah. Then I'll use a point from Sneak a Cat.
Okay. Oh, bringing it up to 6. Fuck. Yeah, I'm going to use a fate point for Corrupted Cat of the Sea. It is slippery and difficult to really get in to dig into it. Bring you back down.
I'm gonna use Caterwaul.
All right.
For
Well,
it.
I'm out of fate points. Yeah, I'm running out.
I'll even spend a fate point to use We're Just Cats.
We're just
We
cats.
are just cats.
And how do you think that's going to help you dig into this monster?
Because this is what I do, man. I live on the fucking streets. I fucking fight things just for fun. Never mind something that I have the goal of fighting. We're just cats. Man.
I like it. All right. Yeah, we're gonna be dealing 8.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay. Well, he isn't a player. He doesn't get. He has no stress boxes left. Lord Scrapjack already cleared them out. Thanks to the help last round. Otherwise, he would have had a few. And you can only use one consequence at a time. And he doesn't have an 8-point consequence. How do you want to do this?
How do I want to what?
How do you want to do this?
Oh my god. I guess like with everything that's happening, maybe fate itself has imbued me with the strength to deal this final blow, and almost akin to like to Samwise's shadow claw, a claw made of the light just comes through and cuts its whole foot off, just keels it over.
Okay. All right. Well, with that, and then I'm gonna move the music back to standard. We're gonna take ourselves out of combat. With
Sorry,
oh, go ahead.
that was so meta. The fate itself.
Yeah, fate itself. Oh fuck. With that, you take off the foot entirely, just bursting through it, this being of imbued light. The universe itself sort of being like, yes, this is the time. Maybe some of it being somehow borrowed from the energies being absorbed by Lord Scrapjack. You blow the foot off of this thing, Fitz taking out the eyes and burrowing into its ear, Boblin distracting it around so it's unable to defend itself. You know, we've got a cat on a bird above it, also sort of distracting and not sure what to do. Grigori probably helping to like boost you through it with his strengthened physical form. Everyone here, and it finally like topples to the ground with a great thud, beginning to dissipate into energy. With this, there is Lord Scrapjack is one final like woo, and then the light seems to just fade, and he like the armor begins to fall apart from him before reassembling itself into a box. And he moves away from where the light was emanating from the ground, where there's just this deep, dark hole now.
I guess I will move over to Lord Scrapjack and lick him where it hurts.
Okay, so as you walk up to him, Lord Scrapjack goes, "Whoa! Oh! Wow! That was a lot. Do you think we could go for tacos after this?"
I think we could find some tacos, or at least a kebab stand.
Oh, good. I don't feel too good. And as he finishes his sentences, I don't feel too good, explodes in a shower of blood and gore, covering you entirely.
No.
What the fuck?
Scrapjack!
You are the shit.
He was my favorite.
Oh my god.
I will let out a call of mourning, which sounds exactly like a bunch of cats stuck in a bag being beaten, aka a funeral dirge on a bagpipes.
All right.
I'm a Scottish cat.
I'll never forget what's his face.
Don Julio sitting there like, all he wanted was a taco, god damn it!
So with that, you've saved the Earth, possibly the universe, you don't know. You've stopped whatever was happening here, and we're going to go into a bit of an epilogue. basically, it's with this that we're going to go one by one, sort of figuring out what you're going to do after all of this is over. You know that the Parliament of Cats has been destroyed or disbanded. There is a power vacuum, but you know that the world is now safe, at least for now. You do remember that you have you heard from Boblin there was two forms in that energy, one winged and having flown away, and you remember hearing about Alzebub and how he is the one that initiated all this in the first place, but you don't see him anywhere around. But for now, the Earth is safe. For now, the world is safe. So we're going to go one by one, and I'm going to ask you what you did, what you're doing afterwards. So we're going to start with Don Julio. What are you doing as we wrap this up, finally making it, out of the aisles and stuff like that?
I think once he returns home, he right away sets up a way to communicate with with Snag and with like some of the other crime families across the world. Mm-hmm. Because he definitely wants a better line of communication in case something like this ever happens again. I think his fuse is a little bit less short too. I think like in the grand scheme of things, it's taught him a little bit more patience. And finally, somehow, some way, they managed to get a mural made in his alleyway of both Scrapjack or Scrap. What was his name? Scrapjack.
Scrapjack.
Lord Scrapjack. Yeah.
Scrapjack. And also Snag's right hand that died.
Okay. Yeah.
Just like wall art of the two cats.
What was his name again? Leo? Joey? Something like that?
I think it's Leo.
Leo sounds right.
Yeah, I think Leo. All right, that sounds good. Okay, so you like help to put sort of this underground network of like the mob cats together and stuff like this to help consolidate at least that aspect of the power in case communication is needed, so that like you're not all just blind cells apart from each other. And you indeed, although most of the cats have no idea what you're talking about, you indeed nevertheless get some sort of shrine together for Lord Scrapjack and the other fallen cats in the city of Toronto. To most of the burdens, it seems just like a pile of rubbish, but yet you get warders and whatnot to put warding around it so that they never clean up that pile of rubbish. They never touch it. They never go near it.
Never forget.
Never forget. Fitz! What is Fitz gonna do after all this is said and done? Oh yeah, you need the button.
Well, to Scrapjack. He just knows that he returns without the. Go back to Fitz vows he is going to guard his with his, give her all the possibly that he might.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And he will treasure them.
Your burden is understandably upset. She just gained a new cat, and now she's lost him already. Plus, she never got to like meet the queen or go to the competition. In fact, your burdens that were expecting the competition were very distraught when they learned there was no competition. After like they finished the tour, and some of them asked, well, where was the cat show? And the captain of the boat's probably like, what cat show?
It's a well, a while getting.
Yeah, okay. So she's still comfortable. Like, yeah, she's although she didn't get that second cat, she assumes he just ran off or whatever anyways, which sucks, but she deals with it. But she's still got her primary cat, the one that she loves dearly. You get to comfort her, and although she never met the queen, she still gets to tell her neighbors she almost met the queen. She'll tell Mabel and Agnes at the next Pinochle. And Gertrude. Yeah, and Gertrude. Got it. All right. Shoehorn. What is Shoehorn doing as we wrap all this up?
Well, Shoehorn, his burdens, he's still on the high of being able to go to cat shows, decided to enter him into a few others. Now, he never actually wins any major actual cat shows, but he does score a lucrative sponsorship with a prosthetic testicle company called Nutraceuticals, or not what's it called again? Doesn't matter. He becomes a spokescat on the box for all the fake plastic testicles that they put into pets after they neuter them.
I would like to make a note for anyone watching. He's not making that company up, basically. There literally is a fake testicle company.
What are they called again, though? It's like Nudicles? Yeah, I think it's Nudicles.
I think it's Nudicles.
So he becomes the spokescat for the Nudicles fake testicle company for pets. And he's quite proud of that fact. And goes back to a quiet time in New Jersey, chasing birds and eating meatballs.
Just had to shoehorn that advertisement in for Nudicles, eh?
I now know that thing exists.
Yeah, no, legit. That's for cats and dogs. There's fake testicles you can get for them because someone felt that they felt too much anxiety for having lost their testicles.
Shoehorn may not have found his own balls in the end, but he found everyone's.
Oh my god. I fucking love it. Yeah. So you become a professional show cat and you get a sponsorship with Nudicles. You get a free set of testicles.
And they're so big.
They give you like the plus size one to give you that confidence boost. Industrial side. Like your owner manages to convince him to give you instead of the cat testicles, you get the small dog testicles.
I went for the brass variety.
Okay, next we're gonna go Grigori. You return to your street. What are you doing?
Actually, Grigori wasn't necessarily gonna go back to his street.
Okay.
After all these events, I'm more concerned of Burdenkind as a whole now with the fall of the Parliament of Cats and whatnot. So Grigori is going to be doing some traveling to try and, make connections and find the appropriate people to, kind of reform this institution or get something in its place so that catkind as a whole can, be more connected and do a better job of protecting their burdens.
Did you just Batman Justice League this shit?
Yes, apparently. I'm Justice Leaguing this shit.
He's the cat version of the littlest hobo. Come on now.
It's like maybe tomorrow I'll want to settle down with a nice family, but until tomorrow I'll just keep moving on and
Jesus.
try and do my duty as a noble cat and protect the world as a whole.
That's amazing.
Oh my god.
For anyone wondering, just YouTube Littlest Hobo intro. It's a show. More Canadians are gonna know what we're talking about than anyone else, but just YouTube Littlest Hobo.
Oh my sweet god. I'm dying over here.
Good shit. Love it. All right. Moving on then. Zeke, getting back to the farm.
Zeke would return to like his simple farm life, like a more of like a worldly view on his mind, and like millions of questions that have been left unanswered. One of them, like, that just constantly plagues him, is like, what was that second figure? Where did all that energy go that went into the suit? And then he kind of just dismisses it, and then just once he lays his eyes on the old farmhouse, and he just happily runs towards it, like jumping through the window, knocking shit over.
Okay. Your owners are once again happy to see you, now that you've returned.
Oh, beaten up and scarred, but he's back.
Yeah, you got fucked up. you had like burns over like 90% of your body.
Yeah.
Like at first they're afraid to touch you because just like ew.
It's like, what is that? It's a giant rat. No, that's Zeke.
And I imagine you're still like semi mummified wrapped like when you come home, but they're like all dirty
bandages.
now.
I'm picturing a cat version of Liam Neeson's character in Darkman.
Oh my god, Darkman. There's a show. Yeah, I can see that. All right, Samwise, let's hear it.
All right. Well, Samwise will, of course, return to the London pet shop where he's from. He'll actually start taking a more active role in training the new cats again. The kittens and whatnot that come through the shop. This time with a more martial focus, having a better idea of what exactly is out there, what truth there is to the actual legends of clan McStuffins that have gone back in time and whispered in shadow. And all the while, he'll keep an ear and an eye out for the goings on in the world. Specifically, anything to do with Beelzebub or a certain Eldritch Four that he once marked bravely. And I'd love to think off. Maybe he might find that person, leave his burden behind once again, and take them out. Who knows? Well, you do. You're the DM, but...
All right. And finally, we're going to get to Boblin, is going to be a little bit different because Boblin, you know you're not done yet. You know something's going to happen. So
Also, you're on
Boblin,
mute.
what's happening?
You're on mute there, Boblin.
Boblin.
Oh.
Okay, well, with that, Boblin goes back with his with his burden, returning home, and finally wanting to retire, finally wishing he could retire, but he knew that there's something else that he has to do because Boblin promised himself. So one night,
did.
oh, there he's finally back.
There he is.
I couldn't hear you.
Oh,
My Discord is being disruptive.
okay. Well, Boblin, what are you doing before you are before?
Before I'm called,
Yes.
I am going to, go home and settle in and make sure that my Karen has a nice new cat to take care of, because I know that I'm not going to be able to be here forever. I have other things that call me. Because all Boblin ever wanted to be was just a house cat, but he's been cursed to live in unusual times.
So with that, you prepare the new cat. You let them know. You even like teach them a little bit on how to read the burden. You're actually here for like a couple of months, and it's long enough you even reach the point wondering, are they actually going to come back after all? Until one night, you're by yourself. Your burden is cuddling with her new kitty in the bedroom. You're off in the main room again, near where like the computer desk and stuff was. When the windows darken, and springing from a shadow in the wall are these hooked chains that hook into the sides of the walls, and the wall itself splits open into a darkness and a long hallway from it. And from inside you see a face and hear a voice, and once again you hear, "It is time. We have such pleasures to show you. You have promised."
I have. Are you going to pay for that?
It will be restored. Do not worry.
All right. Well, I mean, may as well get this over with.
Oh,
So,
it will never be over.
Oh, good. So, do you put those in yourself, or do you have somebody who does that?
Oh, it's a mix. Depends on the day of the week.
Oh, good. Do you think I would look good with those? I think I would look good with those.
We'll see. You may get your own thing. Hooks, barbs, spikes, CDs. Who knows?
CD.
Fritz bottles.
Definitely be different. Yes.
And with that, Boblin's voice sort of mumbles out to and fades away as the wall repairs itself and closes, and he leaves this reality, going to a new reality and a new state of being all on his own. And we're going to pull the camera back for a moment as we look back to all the various places of the cats still on this plane, the cats that are still here, rebuilding society, living their own lives. But all around the same time, something happens. A bird lands, dead, near you, a symbol on its chest. But you're wondering, who sent it? The Parliament's gone. But nevertheless, you've been summoned again. And that's where we're going to leave it. That's the Secrets of Cats.
Hey!
You outro.
Nice.
Well done.
Wahoo! Woohoo!
So, thank you everyone for joining me for the Secrets of Cats. That is the end. This was episode 10, maybe? I don't know how long it was. I have no idea. But that is the end of that. We will be doing Dungeons and Dragons. Well, I'm trying to decide, like, if we even need a session 0, because we already kind of talked about what we wanted the campaign to be, sort of. And I just basically need to give you guys the much requested and chomping at the bit waiting for character creation details. Do you guys feel we need a session 0, or do we just want to make characters and delve right into it next week?
Yes.
I think at the very least, like half of session 0, just to make sure like everybody's characters are rounded out and like we know what we're doing. And then we'll go through and we'll make sure the characters are put in. So it'll be like a session 0 / as Shadowhawk puts it, like a session 0.5. Where it's like the beginning of it, we'll making sure everything is smooth and rounded out, and then we'll get into the intro that I have planned.
What may I inquire what level we will be?
I'll release all the details to you, but I'll let you know the starting level is 7.
Woo!
Ooh.
Oh,
Wow.
And there will be progress. You should be, by the end of this, hopefully in the early to mid-teens. I'm gonna let you guys play with some toys this time.
Yes.
you don't say.
I do say. So the name of the new campaign is 15 Penny, and it's got this like mixture of like Victorian age and like noir detective stuff, and then there's going to be like flying airships involved, because you guys said you wanted to like have an airship as like a ship type thing. You're not getting it right away, but that will probably be incorporated somehow eventually. So yeah, just letting you know the theme.
This is sounding very steep.
Yeah,
Eberron kind of is.
Eberron kind of is. It's not steampunky per se. It's more like magic punk, because instead of steam, it's magic that's making it work. But I mean, Eberron has lightning trains. It has flying ships, and it's got like a noir feel. Yeah, there you go. It's got like a Victorian, almost noir feel to it. Like it's like a Victorian era met like 1930s like noir. So that's what is going to be happening with that.
Most of the wands are shaped like flintlock pistols.
Yeah, and there's guns and stuff, so that ought to be pretty fun. So thank you for everyone joining. For anyone watching that is still in the crowd in the background, on Sunday, I will be continuing the Stars Are Made of Magic, now that you realize it's not called Generic Adventuring Guild. Plot twist. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, watch the fucking video. I need the views. Give it a like, thumbs up, all that stuff. But yeah, watch it, give it thumbs up, subscribe, all that good shit. Spread it to your friends, tell your grandma, she wants to know, I'm sure. And stuff like that. And then the next episode will be on Sunday. I'm super excited to run it. And are you streaming Mistwalkers? Are you
We'll do something tomorrow. I don't know if it's gonna be core campaign because we're missing somebody, but we'll do something fun.
you are streaming it though?
Yep.
Okay, so check out Bad Hair Gaming. Is my shout out thing still broken? It like sometimes works and no fucking clue why. That time it worked. Okay, cool. So check out Bad Hair Gaming. He will be streaming shit tomorrow, something RPG related, not entirely sure what. I think it's gonna be Tales of the Mistwalker, our badass Ravenloft campaign. Fucking right. Super waiting on that one. So yes, thank you everyone. And yeah, I think that's about it. As always, stay healthy, stay safe, and have a good one, eh?